It's time to go!
Hello everyone and welcome to Claude and the Banstas for this live watch-along of Norwich versus Man United in the FA Cup quarter-finals. Claude will be joining us. He's just running a little bit late. Sorry Lone Star Londoner, we are late. I'd like to welcome everyone in the comments. We have got Omar, David, Lone Star, Guna Stavalas, Chadwick Moffat, Connor, Yaz, One Arsene Wenger, Seamus, The Saint, Jake, Liam, another Jake. How you doing? Hope you're all good. Thank you for joining us. Just want to say that obviously we are live on Hot Mic 2. If you don't know what Hot Mic is, just go and download it from the Apple Store or Google Play Store. Sign up. It's CBS 301. Put our code in, and you'll be able to sync up your TV to the app, and you'll be able to listen to Claude and the Banstas live. Like I said, Claude will be joining us. He's just running a little bit late. Unfortunately, Diesel won't be with us today, Jake. He's got things to do this weekend. But me and Diesel will be going through today's game of Norwich 3 Man U. Let's get the team news up for the game so everyone knows what the team is. So for Norwich, we've got Krul, Aarons, Godfrey, Close, Lewis, McLean, Tetty, Rupp, Statty, Cantwell, and Pookie for Norwich City. And for United, it's a quite a different team today than what we saw during the week with the big win that they had. You've got Romero, Dalot, Balia, Maguire, Shaw, Matongnan, Fred, Mata, Fernandez, Lingard, and Iguaaro. So let me know. What do you think? Everyone in the chat, let me know what you think the score is going to be today. I'm going to go. Obviously, you know, Man United are in good form coming back from obviously this virus. You know, they've been in good form. They had a bit of an hard game against Tottenham where it was a draw, but you know, they won convincingly last week in the game. And Norwich are fighting for their lives. Let's be honest, they're fighting for their lives. Literally more or less down, let's be honest, unfortunately. But maybe they're going to put all their eggs in one basket, considering, you know, they've got hardly nothing to play for in the Premier League, really. So they might go for the game today. And by the Man United team, you know, they've got a good chance. But let's see. We've got Connor, who's going 2-0 to United. And here we go. Here's Claude. How you doing, Claude? You all right, mate?
Sorry, I thought it was going on at 5:15, mate. Sorry, mate.
That's all right. It's no problem, mate. We're just getting some. Do you know what the teams are yet, Claude?
No, I haven't seen the teams yet. What's the teams?
Right, I'll just put it up on the screen. Here we go. We've got in goal for Norwich. We've got Krul, Aarons, Godfrey, Close, Lewis, McLean, Tetty, Rupp, Statty, Cantwell, and Pookie for Norwich. And for United, it's a proper change team for United. You've got Romero in goal, Dalot, Balia, Maguire, Shaw, Matonganen, Fred, Mata, Fernandez, Lingard, and Igalo. So it's definitely a few changes there. What's that, Claude?
Quite a few changes for United. Norwich have made a couple, but United have made a few as well. So I still feel that United will have too much for them, I think, on this game. But we'll see. But it's no Rashford and no Martial in.
No Rashford, no Martial in the starting lineup. On the bench for United, you've got De Gea, Pogba, Martial, Rashford, Pereira, Mensah, Greenwood, Matic, and Williams. So they've got a few on the bench, but obviously they're resting their players after the game in midweek. We've got Connor who says 2-0 United. We've got David who says 1-0 United. Chadwick is being optimistic. He's going 2-1 for Norwich. Jake says, something tells me Norwich will do a Wigan today. Grant's going 3-0 United. Where have we gone? 3-0. Jameis, thanks for popping in, mate. Really appreciate it. What else we got here? Joseph, how you doing, mate? He says for a super chat. Anyway, back for Guendouzi and Ozil, Terry. For me, Joseph, Guendouzi, I think we should get rid of. I don't think he's going to improve under us or Arteta. Unfortunately, for me, he's too slow off the ball. He's too weak in the air. He gets brushed off the ball quite easy, and people just run past him, and he can't get back. So I know people will say, you know, why not send him out on loan? He's still young. He's still got to learn. I don't think you can, you know, he's going to get that pace. So for me, I'll just get rid of him, and get other players in. And Ozil, everyone knows I like Ozil, but at the end of the day, if he ain't playing, and we ain't gonna build a team around him now. So unfortunately for me, I'd say we've got to get rid of him, get him off the wage bill, and get a couple of players in for them wages. What about yourself, Claude?
Guendouzi's a mystery one. I think there's a lot of trouble with him and Arteta that's causing all this. But with Ozil, I think I think he needs to move on really. But at the end of the day, who's going to pay him his money until someone comes in and gives him that contract? He's going to be with us for next season as well. But I don't think he fits in unless he. I don't think he fits in anymore. I think we've seen the best of Ozil a few years back now. I don't think he's just in a decline now for me.
No, I agree. I think it's time for him to move on for a better challenge for himself. And yeah, I think we just need to get rid of him now and move on from Ozil and the situation and the wages he's on. Because I'm fed up with people talking about it, to be honest. But he can't be sitting on the bench every single game for that sort of wages and not play. Chadwick Moffat said, Claude, how can we get a Fabregas-like midfielder back at Arsenal?
Sorry, go again.
Chadwick Moffat said,
that, Terry.
He said, Claude, how can we get a Fabregas-like midfielder back at the Arsenal?
Not with his attitude towards the club. No, I don't want to talk about Fabregas. But that type of player, there are players about just as good, in that sort of ability, but it's finding them. And that's up to our recruitment and scouting.
Yeah. Grant says, I was watching Chigs last night and he came out with a stat saying that Guendouzi is the most dribble pass player in the Premier League. Well, that just proves my point, doesn't it? That he is so slow and he is very weak off the ball, in my eyes. What do you think of that, Claude?
Yeah, but then I wouldn't take too much into stats. There's a lot of stats. There are stats and there's stats. You know what I'm saying? I don't really take much notice on stats because they can give you a false impression sometimes. But yeah. What I will say with Guendouzi, he does he will give you 100%. How can I put it? He has that fight in it. I mean, on the pitch, he's got a good attitude on the pitch. It's just, I don't know. It's a big jump for him. He's come from a second or third division in France, and to come straight to the Premier League and adapt. It's not that easy. It's not that simple. So maybe that going out on loan might improve him as a player. But then again, if someone is willing to pay, like they say, 40, 50 million, then you've got to bite your hands off, and really.
Yeah. James, how you doing, James? I don't think I've seen you in the chat before. I hope you will. He says, good evening, guys. good evening, should I say. I actually like Guendouzi. He never hides. He's always trying. Yeah, he messes up at times, but I see a future in him at Arsenal. We need people that play with fire in their soul. Yeah, James, I understand where you're coming from, mate, but for me, he didn't show none of that passion during the game against Brighton. All that passion was he waited until after the game, unfortunately. For me, he's a bit of an hothead, and he doesn't do it in the right time in the right places. For me, we need, if you're going to do stuff like that, you need to do it very clever. And unfortunately, at the moment, he's not clever like that. Even, you know, if you're talking about players like that, I mean, you've got to look back at someone like Diego Costa, who was fantastic for Chelsea. I hated him as a player and playing against him. He's a cheat, but he'd do anything for his club to win the game. But he'd do it in the correct way, where the referee or the cameras wouldn't pick it up. I don't know about yourself, Claude.
Sorry about this, mate. You blocked out again. Sorry, can you go again?
Yeah, I'm just talking about Guendouzi. He was saying, like James was saying about, he thinks he's the future of Arsenal because we need people that play with fire in their soul.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But sometimes that's not enough, Terry. It's not enough. It's all very well, but if he keeps making constant mistakes, which lead to the opposition getting goals as well, it's not good. He has a lot to learn. He's still got a lot to learn, and this is not a league where you can just. This is a league where if you make mistakes, you get punished. So I suggest if we want to keep him, I suggest we send him out on loan, give him a year experience in another. Or maybe another Premier League team, even dropping down to the next league, the Championship. It wouldn't do him any harm, and that way. But as I say, if we can get that sort of money for him, like they're saying, I think we should take it.
Lone Star London has said the other Guendouzi stat is that there is more dribble that comes out of his mouth than anyone in the Premier League. I like that, Lone Star. Mike, how you doing, mate? I've seen you in the chat before. Thank you for coming over. He said, Gwen messes up, but we need him. I don't know, mate. I don't know. BTS Army here. He says, a Tottenham fan from the Philippines here. I'm a big fan because of Son Heung-min, but I always like Man United because of Park Chung-sun played there. No, Son is a great player for Tottenham, BTS. I think he's one of the best players at Tottenham at the moment. He's a great player. But thank you very much for joining us, mate. And I hope you stay and enjoy the chat. Yaz says Gwen is there, kick him out. Gwen in doubt, kick him out. I like that. Grant says I like Guendouzi. Problem is Arsenal are ruining him. They have made him play 100 games for the club at the age of 19 when they should be building him in gradually. Yeah. That's another way to look at it, Grant, is that, like I said, you know, we should never have had a 19-year-old from a second division French team coming in and being our number one midfielder. That just shows you how far down this club is going, in my eyes. Chadwick says, UDL would spend £40 million for a mophead Guendouzi. He runs around losing the ball and flopping around. He has his good moments, but sick people say he's young. He's played a ton of games. I'm sort of in that camp, to be honest, Chadwick. I'm sort of with you.
Yeah.
I think getting Guendouzi on loan is a good idea. Taib says, hello, Tel and Claudiola. Hello, Taib. Hope you're well, mate. The Saint says he's not keen on Guendouzi either. Loan definitely. Mike says the only decent player is Leno. Scrap the rest of the team and rebuild. I don't know about that, Mike. You know what I mean? For me, you got Leno, you got Saka, you got Martinelli. I still think there's a player in Phillip. I still think there's a player in Maitland-Niles. We've got Tierney. You know what I mean? We've got Torreira. We've got Saliba. We don't know how he's going to be, but hopefully he will fit in and do well. I quite like Holding. We just need 4 or 5 great players to help these other players out to get us started, in my eyes. What about you, Claude?
I think we've got 4 or 5. You're optimistic, aren't you? 4 or 5 we need.
I mean, no, just to get us started.
I don't know, mate. No.
Obviously, we're not going to be able to go out and get, 10 players straight away. But I mean, just to get us started.
No, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, no. I think, as you say, a good, solid centre half, couple of good central midfielders, and possibly we're not that bad up front. More another striker in as well. Yeah, you're right about that. That would give us a bit of a lift, but there's a lot of work to be done here. There's a lot of work to be done.
Tayyib said, "Where is Diesel?" Lone Star's answered that for me. He said, "Diesel has to rush there, mate." No, he can't be with us unfortunately today, but he will be back hopefully tomorrow. Woo Yum Parker says Spurs will finish outside of Europa spots. Mourinho is finished. Listen, I'm totally with you, Woo Yum Park, but there's Claude and Diesel got different opinions on that. What's your opinion on that, Claude? On that comment?
What's that?
Woo Yon Park says Spurs will finish outside of Europa spots. Mourinho is finished.
No, I don't agree. You'll have them organised. He'll probably get them into the top 6. Very organised. No, I don't agree with that at all. They've only got to worry about the league now, haven't they, for the rest of the season? So
yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can get Kenny on.
Okay, mate. Liam says, "Love you guys. Thank you very much, Liam. We really appreciate that." Chadwick with a super chat here says, "Claude, does it feel good walking the Emirates?"
Does it feel what?
Does it feel good walking around the Emirates?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's good to be back, but it's not. I would like to go into the games again, but we have to wait. I don't think we're going to be able to do that again for a while. But it's good to be around the stadium doing that. We've done some filming in the last couple of days, last few days. So yeah, it's good. It's good to see the old, but it's not Highbury for me. I still love Highbury more.
One Arsene Wenger says, "Swap Lacquer with Partey and buy Upper Meccano. Also buy Traore from Wolves. I think we could challenge for the title with that team." Well, 2 of them players are exactly the same players that I've been saying, One Arsene Wenger. So, hopefully if we can get them 2 across the line, and then maybe Traore, maybe Jack Grealish, maybe a Maddison, if we want to be ambitious, then like I said, I think we've got a good players to go around that team then, and we'll have a good spine. Ben Hood says, "Don't forget to turn off your mic tomorrow, Claude." Would you like to elaborate on that, Claude, just in case no one knows what's going on?
No, I don't think so. Let's put it this way. I was caught a bit short and I needed to run somewhere.
Lone Star Londoner says, "Arteta only wants guys on the boat, preferably a lifeboat." Tayyib said, "I have to meet Claude and the Banstas one day before I die." Definitely, mate. If you're at the Grand, I'm a season ticket holder and Claude is, so we're down there every home game. If not, then we can try and sort something out. Maybe one night where we can meet Claude and the Banstas. That'd be good, wouldn't it, Claude?
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah.
Mike says, "Stop taking the pee."
I've still got
just before we start, we're what? What's the matter, Claude?
Hi.
What'd you say?
Hold on, mate. It's just I've still got problems at this end with this thing at the moment. I might have to change again.
All right, well, just let me know. We'll do it. Crimson says, how's American Glenn doing? He's doing well. He's doing really well, Glenn. We're trying to get him on tomorrow. I'm just waiting for an answer. But he will be with us as soon as he possibly can. Score prediction, guys. Right, Claude, what are you going for today?
2-0. I think it'd be 3-0 Man United. 3-0.
Do you know what? I really don't know. I mean, my head is obviously my head is telling me that it'd be something like 3-0, 3-1 Man United. But Norwich have got really nothing else to play for, have they? I mean, you know, they're more or less relegated. So are they going to put all their eggs in one basket? Maybe, just maybe, they can make it an hard game and nick it right at the end. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Norwich win, just to make it interesting. We've got Lord Sonogo with us, Claude. Lord Sonogo. Do you remember Sonogo? I heard Thomas Partey rumours.
How can you forget?
He said, I've heard Thomas Partey rumours are serious. What do you think? Someone said it can be announced next week. I'll tell you what, Lord Sonogo, if that is announced next week, that will give us such a lift. What's that, Claude?
I've heard a lot of rumours. I've heard that he's extended his contract as well, so it's hard to say really on that one.
We've got a super chat here from Chadwick. Thanks very much, mate. He's put Claude, get an apartment at Highbury.
Yeah. With what? With peanuts?
Charles Davis says, think Man United 4-0. Chell, don't forget to call Sam. I will do. Don't worry. I will do. Tahi says, hey, big man, miss ya. Hello, mate. Hope you're well, Tahi. Congratulations to Liverpool again for winning the league. Fantastic achievement. 30 years in the waiting. I hope you celebrated, mate. But there you go. Look, I'm not working, so I'm having a bud. I'll have a drink for yous, you know what I mean? Just to say congratulations to yous, because you deserve it. Best team by far this season. And yeah, well done, mate. Well done. Lone Star London has said, tell 2-1 to Norwich. Come on, mate. You need cancelling. Listen, it's at the end of the day, you know what I mean? They're down. I know it's, you know, mathematically they can stay up still, but you know, they're not going to win 3-4 games on a trot. It's just not feasible. So unfortunately for me, Norwich are already relegated. So if I was their manager, why not go put all your eggs in one basket and go for it? Because I definitely would. Mike says, how can anyone forget Sonogo? Definitely can't forget him. One Arthur Wenger, I used to date a girl that lives in one of those apartments. Ben Hood said, do you think Ozil Poppins will play tomorrow, Claude?
Oh, he was enjoying himself, wasn't he? Yes, the other day, as Mrs. Mary Poppins. I've got a feeling he might play tomorrow. He might play tomorrow. Who knows? Who knows what's Arteta's mind at the moment? He's got to play some game, hasn't he? Sometime, hasn't he? I don't know. I don't understand the situation with Ozil at the moment. What's going on there, anyway?
Yeah. We're nearing kick-off, everyone. If anyone would like to become a member, a YouTube member of our page, I've just put the link in the comments. You can click on there, and that'll take you straight over to the join up page on YouTube. And you've got 3 tiers. You've got one which is bronze, one which is silver, and one which is gold. The bronze one, you get your Claude and the Bansta blue badge next to your name. If you after a month, that will turn to bronze. After 2 months, that will turn to silver, and after 6 months, that will turn to gold. And you can call yourself a gold member. At the moment, you can have the icons of Diesel, Claude, and myself with the Arsenal badge. Once you put the names in. And we will be doing members only streams. So if you're a bronze member, you will get a members only stream once a month. If you're a silver member, you get that fortnightly. And if you're a gold member, you will be getting that weekly. So please, if you want to become a member, go over and sign up to that. And I will be putting our website. We've got a website now, our own web page, and you'll be able to go over to our web page and you can sign up, go over to the merchandise page, and you can get any merchandise that we wear. You've got 3 different caps, you've got t-shirts, polos, sweatshirts, jumpers, cups, and there'll be a few other things coming up soon. So if you go, I've just put it into the comments. If you click on there, that will take you over to our web page, and you'll have an about page, you'll have our merchandise page, you'll have our contact page. You've got a page on there where you can see up-to-date information. We will be changing that page soon because we're just in talks with someone and trying to get their web page linked with ours, and you'll be able to go on and see stats of all the Arsenal players, the stats of the Arsenal team, up-to-date information. It's a brilliant website. So it won't be long until we would hopefully have that up. Just to let everyone know, we have just kicked off. Norwich are kicking right to left. Beautiful sunshine at Carroll Road today, and it's a different change team for United. But like we said, you know, Norwich are fighting. Well, Norwich are more or less being relegated. So hopefully, you never know, they might put all their eggs in one basket and make it a good game today against United.
Terry,
make it hard. Hello, mate.
Terry, can you sync it to when I've started so we're on the same level?
Yeah. What one you on?
They're just clapping at the moment. I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, don't worry.
Gunas Davila says Claude and Terry, Pele or Maradona? Claude?
So Pele what?
Pele or Maradona?
Maradona,
yeah. Maradona for me. I just think he was, apart from the handball. Anita, how you doing? Hope you're good. She's put, good morning, lads. Just woke up. Always ready to watch my team. Come on, United. Hello, Anita. I hope you're well.
Hi, Anita. How are you? I hope you're well.
You got to change side outs, Anita, today. So let us know your thoughts on the side you've got out and what you reckon the result's going to be. Callum says thoughts on Brighton's Aaron Connolly to Arsenal rumour, Claude.
Brighton's what? Aaron Connolly?
Yeah.
Are you joking me or what? Is this a joke?
No, apparently these are the rumours, mate.
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm just about to kick off on my one. It's about to kick off. They're kneeling, doing the kneel. How long you gone into yours?
2 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. It's so behind there.
Simpy, how you doing, mate? We've got Simpy in the house. He says, be shocked if Man United lose this. Lone Star's going 3-0. Everyone on the comments, let us know. Let us know what you think the score's going to be today. Like I said, if you don't know what Hot Mic is, go and download it from the Google Play Store or Apple Store. Sign up with our code CBS301. It's completely free. You'll be able to hook up your app to whatever you're watching the football on and listen to Claude and the Banstas instead of boring. Oh, just as I say that, Norwich have got rid of it. And it's just gone back to Man United's half. We've got Ayaz. How you doing, Ayaz? He said, hello, I've not seen you in the chat before. Hope you're well, mate. Tahi said 4-0 to United. Limpy says, big up, Simply. We've got 3 minutes just gone and not really much happening, to be honest, at the moment. Man United had all the possession. Luke Kelly 07. I've not seen you in the chat before. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Thank you very much for coming over. He put, Claude, how many times a day have you thought about giving Ty a slap?
Yeah.
Gio's in the house. How you doing, Gio? Thank you again for joining us. One of our good members. He said, Terry and Claude, how do you feel about Ackerman going to that shit club Inter for cheap, 40 million? Weren't Arsenal in for him? You could have sold Bellerin and bought Ackerman. Your board are sleeping. ain't that what our ball do all the time, unfortunately, Gio? Do you know what I mean? We're so slow on the uptake. It's been like that for years, unfortunately, mate. I don't know. What do you reckon, Claude?
Well, it's not just that. It's the recruitment. As I say, the recruitment are not doing their job properly, and they've bought players. We've spent the same amount of money as virtually Liverpool, and we bought dross. That's it. It's simple.
Yeah. As in, he said, United will win. They do well against possession-based teams. Let's wait and see, mate. Connor, I'm sad again. After another QPR loss, so I need this stream to get me through it. Connor, well, don't go anywhere, mate. Hopefully there'll be a few goals today. As I say that, man, you are on the attack at the moment, but Norwich have got it. Oh, great. Aaron's charging down the right wing. Oh, unlucky. Now, Man U are on the attack, just in their own half, and now we've gone backwards. Said, "Come on, Norwich." Avi, how you doing? He says, "Big up, everyone." Anita says, "Josh King just got injured. What you do if Arsenal will buy him and Joe Hart at deadline day as the only silence and also extend Ozil's contract by 2 years?" Oh my God, Anita. Do you know what? I'm not even going to answer that because I'm not even going to think about it, Anita. I don't want to think about it, unfortunately. Smite, how you doing? He says, predictions for tomorrow. What's your predictions on tomorrow games, Claude?
I think we'll win 2-0. Arsenal will win 2-0, mate.
Do you know what? I'm sure we've covered both Sheffield United games and they've been absolutely woeful. I'm going to go for a big win tomorrow. I'm going to go something like a 4-1 win to Arsenal. I think they've been absolutely shocking since they've been back to Sheffield United. Luke says, "Hope you lads have a few beers tonight. Good watch-alongs, lads. Always watching." Oh, thanks, Luke. Really appreciate that, mate. Norwich are on the attack here. As Man United. Oh, Valeri's lost it. It's in the box. Norwich. Oh. But Man, you get it away. What we got here? Ayaz says, "I think it will be a good game, but Arsenal are really good, brilliant game against Brighton." I didn't think we played that bad against Brighton, to be honest, Ayaz. And I think the first half, who did we play the other day again?
What's that? What are you on about?
Who did we play?
Southampton.
Yeah, I thought Southampton started with a 3-0 win. We've done well. Man United with a shot. Oh, but it's gone behind, deflected for a corner. I thought we played really well against Southampton, to be honest. And I think Oldham was man of the match. I thought we had a fantastic game. He's just come back from injury. He's played 2 games and he dealt with everything. Charles has said Arsenal will win 3-1. Ayaz says 1-0 Arsenal. Lone Star says 4-1 Arsenal. Still laugh out loud. Listen, I'm going for it. Man United across the ball in. Maguire on the back post. Comes across. Krul saves it. That's the first sort of real half chance for United. 7.5 minutes gone. But it's still Norwich 0, Man United 0. But that's the first chance of the game so far. John Johnson, I haven't seen you before, mate. Hope you well. How does Claude deal with Ty on a regular basis?
Hard work, mate. Very hard work.
0092 Matteo, how you doing? He says Sheffield after 2 defeats will be pumped for this game. You never know, mate. You never know. They might do. Good to see you. I don't think I've seen you before in the chat. Norwich are on the attack again. Great ball inside the box. Cross comes over far post, but Luke Shaw deals with it. And he puts it just out on the wing, and Man United have got it. Lingard rid of the ball, and now Man U are playing about with it on the halfway line. Shurav, where can I buy your merchandise? If you go onto our website, I'll put it into the comments, mate. Again, Claude and the Bansters.com. If you go onto our website, it's in the comments now. Just click on that. That'll take you to our website. And if you go onto our merchandise page, You've got all the merchandise there. You've got 3 different types of caps to choose from. T-shirts with the Claude and the Banstas on, like mine and Claude's got on. You've got them in all different colours. You can buy them in a polo top with the collars. Luke Shaw just crosses it in the box, but Tim Crawl gets it. You can buy sweatshirts. You can buy hoodies. You can buy cups. And you can also buy jumpers, T-shirts, polos with Claude's cartoon character on the jumper that says Voice of Reason above it. If you go over to our merchandise page, it's all there. We've got Alex in the house. How you doing, Alex? Hope you're well, mate. Sending all our love to you and all our feelings and that. Hope your missus is doing well. And good to see you in the chat again, mate. Smite says it's against teams like Sheffield that we expect to win. Hopefully we don't lose. It's the hope that kills you. Well, exactly, mate. Exactly. Ayaz has said, can Claude say Abuma Bla Kla Yan?
I'm about Yan.
Do it again. Shout out, Claude. Shout out.
I'm about Yan.
I like it. You're about as good as me when I try and say his name properly. Luke says, do you lads think Arsenal will sign Partey? For me, Luke, you know what I mean? Like I said, I wouldn't try and buy him. I would do a straight swap with Lacazette. No money involved. Try and keep our money for other signings. That's what I would personally do. I think it's time for Lingard just on the right-hand side by the corner flag. Passes it back to Mata. And Mata gets a corner. So it's a corner for Man United. For me, yeah. Sorry, Claude?
How many minutes in are you on yours? I'm very slow on my one.
Just gone 11, coming up to 11 minutes.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Corner comes in. Oh, Norwich gets it away. Oh, great defending. Great defending there. Put his body right in the way. And now it's Man United just on the... just outside of the area. Luke Shaw. No, he's gone backwards. He's gone backwards. Maestro Gaming said Lingard walked into Arsenal's midfield easy. Oh, no, Maestro. To be honest, mate, I can't stand him. I really don't think he's a great player. I don't know about you, Claude.
Marshall?
No, Lingard.
Oh, no, Lingard. No, thank you.
Lingard, go through Man U. Oh, Norwich has blocked it. Mata, pass it out on the wing on this right-hand side. Cross comes back in. Norwich deal with it. Get it away, but just outside the area. No, Norwich dealt with it. Norwich has dealt with it now. Safa Chunda says, yes, boys, keep Uber or keep Saka. Oh. Nice to see you. I've not seen you in the chat before, but yeah. What do you say, Claude?
Hopefully we can keep both of them, but I don't want to lose either. It's a hard one, that is. I don't want to lose either. I think they'll be both would be big blows if we lose them.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with what you said there, Claude. I think everyone would agree. If I was pushed and had to say one name, obviously I'd rather keep Saka because he's a very, very young player. He can become an Arsenal great if we can sign him down to a long-term deal. And Uber, realistically, he's only got 2 or 3 years, great years left in him at Arsenal if we keep him too. So if I was pushed, I would say Saka. Where are we? Lone Star London says, up the likes, please, people. Yeah, if you can't join our membership scheme, the best way that you can help us out by helping this channel move forward and moving upwards is if you can like, share and subscribe on our YouTube channel, our Op Mic channel, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. That's all you need to do if you can't become a member. We're all one big family here. If you can do that. No, it's just outside the box. Too much of an every pass, but now Man United have got it away on the halfway line. Saka has said, Saka or Martinelli, Claude?
There's another difficult one because they're both great prospects. I wouldn't want to lose either of them players.
No, but not. I don't think to keep. I think who would you play in front of? I'd say.
Well, at the moment, Martin, he's got an injury, hasn't he? So
yeah, he's out for this season. He's out for this season.
So that's not really a question, really, is it? I mean, it's not gonna. So, which is very sad, really, to be honest with you.
Norwich inside the box. Cross comes in, but Maguire gets it away, and Man United have dealt with it. Azan says, a boomer Clark Jan doesn't even want to say. Well, we don't really know that, Azan. We don't really know that. We can only wait and see. I hope that he does sign a new deal. I hope that he stays for another 2 or 3 years, because we desperately going to need him, especially now that we need to rebuild this team. We need to rebuild it. We need to get rid of at least 8-9 players in my eyes, and he at the moment is carrying us with the goals that he scored. So we definitely need him. Avi says Aarons is the real deal for right back. Arsenal should sign him and offload Bellerin. What do you say to that, Claude?
Oh yeah, good player. I like this. I've watched him a few times now. Yeah, Norwich are not playing too bad at the moment. Yeah, I would take him. Yeah, I would take Aarons. I would. Yeah, I think Bellerin. I think that injury has slowed him down a bit. I don't think he's the player he was. I don't think he's up to the standard of a football club at the moment. He made a lot of mistakes. I couldn't believe the other night there was a lot of people giving him high praise for the Southampton. I thought it was awful against Southampton. Absolutely awful. But people must be seeing a different game to what I'm seeing. Anyway, I think people get clouded when we win. They just say, "Oh, he played well," but.
I think we're talking about Arsenal a bit more at half-time of the game yesterday, Claude. Luke said, Terry Claude used one word to describe Arsenal's recruitment over the last 10 years.
No comment.
One word to me is, well, it's got to be terrible, isn't it? Terrible. Yeah,
the recruitment's been awful, mate. It's been really awful, but we'll see. Let's hope it can get better. And I don't know if it's going to get better with these people in charge at the moment.
How you doing, Chris? Hope you're well. Charles has said Norwich are playing well. Love to see them nick it. Yeah, so do I. I would love to see Norwich nick it. I mean, obviously this is a quarter-final, so it'd be the semi-finals next. And out of the two teams, if we do get through tomorrow, you would much rather play Norwich than Man United. It's as simple and easy as that. Man United are on the attack here, just outside the box, but Norwich have dealt with it, and now they're on the attack. Grant says, Terry and Claude, who were your idols when you were young? Mine, he always been Thierry Henry. Who was yours, Claude?
My idols were, first of all, Liam Brady was my biggest idol. And then I was really gutted when he left. And then I went up to be like Rocky Rocastle. So really admire.
Everyone in the chat, let us know who your idol was when you was young and growing up and supporting Arsenal. Let us know.
Really, I would say Liam Brady.
Yeah, inside the box. Cross comes over. Oh, dealt with it, but it's just outside the box. And Orange still got it. Now they've sodded it up, and now Man United are on the attack. It's 4 against 4 at the moment. Are they going to do anything here? He's gone for a great pass through the middle. No. It's gone out for a place kick. Absolutely.
Goal kick, you mean, yeah?
Yeah, goal kick. Oh, no. He's got a corner. He's got a corner out of it. He's got a corner. That was lucky. Yeah, for me, I mean, obviously, when I was mascot, my favourite player at the time was Anders Limpar. So I had all my pictures taken with him on the Ivory pitch. So he was a fantastic little winner. What would you say about him, Claude?
Limpar was that. He got you off your seat when he's one of them players that get you off your seat, and he was an unbelievable player.
Yeah,
unbelievable player. I remember one game Ian White got 4. He settled 4 goals. What was it? Okay. Can't remember who was it they were playing. Everton, I think it was. He made all 4 goals for Ian Wright, and unbelievable. 4 assists in that game. Unbelievable player. Loved him.
Liam Brady, the Urban Ghost. How you doing? He said Liam Brady. Lone Star Londoner said Gus Caesar.
Yeah, don't laugh. He made his contribution, old Gus. He'd get into this team, mate. I tell you that now. You laugh and joke. It's better than what we got now, I tell you.
We've got Natish in the house. How you doing, Natish? Hope you're well, mate. We will be going. We will be going live on Natish's Facebook channel tomorrow. We've done a little deal with Natish, so we'll be going live on Natish's channel tomorrow on Facebook. So everyone, look out for that. He's gone for Dennis Bergkamp, Claude.
Natish, he's gone for Bergkamp. Yeah, I can understand that, Natish. I can understand that. Dennis Bergkamp. Yeah, I would agree.
Charles has gone for Charlie George, as I was there in 71.
Yeah, Charlie George is another one. Fell out with Bertie Mee down there, and we lost him, didn't we, to Derby County. Another top player, another really good top player. George Armstrong as well. He was another one that I enjoyed watching towards the end of his career. Brilliant. Some great players. They're all get into this team now, mate. Walk into this team.
I just want to say quickly, rest in peace and thoughts and prayers.
Yes, Theo Foley. Yeah, that's very sad. Very, very sad, and great character in the dressing room. I know from Kevin that he done a lot for Kevin Campbell. He was a great guy, and big part. See that everyone goes on about George Graham. Yeah, but you don't realise the other people that don't get a mention, and he was definitely a guy that never got the recognition for what he done, and I think he was unbelievable guy, and very sad.
He's through, but I think he was off the offside.
It's very sad. He's the same age as my dad, so it's quite sad. It's quite sad, really, and my thoughts are with his family and friends at this time.
Yeah. Sapphire said, "Prime Alexis or Prime Uber."
Sorry,
Prime
Uber?
Alexis Sanchez or Prime Aubameyang.
Oh, I thought you said Uber. I thought we were talking about getting in a cab for a minute. Prime Alexis or Prime they're both different type of players if you think about it. They're both great, both top players. I love Sanchez. I do love Sanchez though. And he's done it at Barcelona as well, hasn't he? So I've got to say Alexis.
Norwich with a free kick, just coming the air up. No, Manu's got rid of it, but Norwich has still got the attack here. He's gone for a shot. Max Aaron, bloody hell, he scored 3 points in rugby there. It's gone straight over the bar.
He's ideal for us then.
Chadwick Moffat has said Mark over and asked for me. I know he was another player. Matt Davis says, big up, Claude, looking hella sexy.
I don't know about that. Don't feel very great today. I've actually not. Last couple of days have not been feeling very well, but have to struggle through, I'm afraid.
Luke says, Tahir says, what year of football was the best? It's got to be for me, the late 80s.
When we won the league at Anfield, that's my favourite moment. That favourite season, because I think we done it. It was against all odds, no one, and that was a great team, by the way. That Liverpool team. I don't care what anyone says. That was a fantastic team. And to win it in the way we won it as well, it's amazing. You won't get more dramatic. You won't get. I don't care about it. You go on about Aguero and all that. that was the greatest finish to a championship season, mate, for me. No doubt about it.
We've got Diesel in the house. He says, big up my two brothers and hope all the lovely people in the chat are well and good. Hope you're well, Diesel, and hopefully see you tomorrow, mate. He said Ian Wright was his idol and favourite Arsenal player of all time. I loved Ian Wright, I must admit. John Johnson's obviously a Man United fan. Hope you're well, mate. I'm glad that you come over to watch us. He said 99 was the best year. Obviously, that was a triple year, Claude.
Not for me, it weren't. I don't know what you mean.
No, not for us. For me, obviously, 89 was an absolutely brilliant, fantastic. I absolutely loved it. But obviously, I was still a bit young then, if you know what I mean. I was what, 89, 78. So I was like 10, 11 years old. So, yeah, I mean, I weren't at the game or anything like that. But I think the first time we won the league for me was with, Arsene Wenger. Was one of the best times when Tony Adams went through on that last day of the season against Everton and scored the winner. Do you remember that, Claude? Yeah.
They're on a break here. What do you call it?
They just had that, the drinks break, yeah. Tayyib, thank you very much for that, mate. He said, this YouTube channel improves my mental health despite the coronavirus pandemic. Hope we're helping out, mate. Really appreciate that comment. Grant says, my favourite moment was watching Rangers get to the UEFA Cup final in 2008, but was the worst moment as well as we got beat.
Yes, I got a message on one of my Facebook, my WhatsApp group saying that they hope Cedric starts. What do you think? Would you like to start Cedric tomorrow?
Listen, like I said,
I wouldn't be surprised if because it's FA Cup, isn't it? He's going to rest a few, isn't he? I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know if we should do Claude, to be honest. Because
at the end of the day, the trouble is, right? There's a lot of them players, right? They played a lot, and they could be picking up injuries if they keep playing. So we've got to be very careful how we do this. I know what you're saying. That's probably our best chance now is the FA Cup, isn't it, of doing anything. So
no, I mean,
he's got a big decision to make. He's got a big decision.
I just think really we need, to get this team playing and working with each other all the time. Do you know what I mean? Instead of keep chopping it up and changing.
Yeah, there is that as well. But you keep playing like we've been playing, there's going to be likely that someone's going to pick another knock-up. We don't want someone like Aubameyang to pick a knock-up.
No, you're right.
Because if he gets a knock, and that's that for the season, we are in trouble, mate.
Chadwick with a super chat. Thank you again for your contribution, mate. He said, guys, is this the worst Arsenal team you've seen?
For
me,
it's very it's very close. I'm not sure. I would say it's on. I would say probably.
For me, I'd say yes, without a shadow of a doubt, because the depth in squad is atrocious. The amount of players we've got on the injury list all the time, it's atrocious. The quality of players that we've got is atrocious. And it ain't just down to the players. It's probably the worst board that we've had, because obviously the chairman and the owner, you know what I mean, they're not got any pride in this club, have they? Let's be honest. They haven't got any pride because we're so far behind everyone else at the moment. Everyone else is coming above us. Norwich have won the ball here, just outside the box. Left foot shot. Oh, just over the bar. Just over the bar by McLean there. That was unlucky. But no, I'll tell you what, 28 minutes gone here. Norwich are holding their own. You know, it ain't just all United. They're playing well here, Norwich.
Exactly. So,
Tahir said, if another team destroys Arsenal's invincibility, what does Arsenal have left to focus about? Not a lot at the moment, mate, to be honest. Not a lot at the moment, that's for sure. But, I know we go on about this invincible thing and that. And Shaw is in the box, but he goes out for a corner. But that's the only thing we can boast about at the moment. Not even Alex Ferguson could do it in his prime years with Man United. Klopp can't do it at the moment with Liverpool. So It isn't a great achievement in itself. Let's be honest. Because if it was that easy, then Ferguson would have been able to do it with everything he achieved. And Klopp and Guardiola would be able to do it, but they haven't done it yet. But Man United just got a corner coming up.
Oh, caught up with you. Finally, my BBC's working properly.
It's gone wide.
Yeah, I'm on 29.15 here. I've caught up with you, haven't I?
About 2 seconds behind me, you are.
They just wasted the corner. Yeah.
Smart. This is a good question here. Would you rather win a domestic treble, Claude, or the Champions League?
Would I rather what?
Would you rather win a domestic treble or Champions League?
Do you know what? Yeah, I'm so hungry for that Champions League now that I'd want that. But a domestic treble, FA Cup, League Cup, and League. Yeah, it's a hard one because you want to win you do want to win your own league, didn't you? So that's your bread and butter, isn't it? So that's a very difficult one. But I would say that I'm so hungry for that Champions League that maybe I would take the Champions League rather, because we haven't won it, have we?
No, exactly. And it is another question. I would say the Champions League too, to be honest. I'll say the Champions League. Luke said, Terry Claude, would you trade in the Invincibles for the Champions League, basically?
Trade in the Invincibles? What, to win the Champions League that season? Yeah, of course I would.
Yeah, well, the Champions League anytime. Would you change it? Yeah, definitely. Exactly that. Listen, you can win the league by losing a couple of games and still win the league. So I'd rather still lose a couple of games and win the league and win the champion.
At the end of the day, it's just a title as well. I mean, it's not. You can picture it. Oh, United on the throwing.
Safa, I will answer your question. You don't need to put it in like 5 or 6 times, mate. Okay. Does Martinelli remind you of Alexa's similar playing style, Claude?
Does who? Sorry, go again.
Sorry, he said, does Martinelli remind you of Alexa's similar playing styles?
Too early to say that, but he has a lot. He has a lot in his game. There are similarities, but it's too early to start comparing him with Alexis. No.
Right, heads it back in.
McTominay. McTominay, just an interception there. And now United Norwich on the kid. Oh God!
Oh, he threw. Pookie.
He's through. Oh, what's he doing? What is he doing? He's got no confidence at the moment. He was through. Oh, it's still.
Oh, there's penalty. It's a penalty. No protest there or anything. He must have just run into the player. Let's have a look at it. This is great. But Pookie.
Pookie, where's he doing? Where's it? Oh.
He should have just went straight.
It was a poor ball, though. It was a poor ball. Was it Cantwell?
Maguire just stood there. I don't think he could do anything about that, Claude. Lone Star Londoner said, tell people point the blame at former manager Arsene Wenger, but I don't agree with that. Even his worst Gunners team would beat this current Arsenal side easily. Oh, I don't know about that, Lone Star. He had some very, very bad teams in my eyes. I don't know about you, Claude.
Wenger would.
Yeah, basically, Lone Star was saying that we keep blaming like ex-managers, especially Wenger, but he reckons his side would definitely beat this side now at the moment. I mean, 5 of these players, I think it is 3 or 5 of these players are still Wenger players.
Yeah, you've got to remember a lot of these are Wenger players anyway.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. We've only got like 2 or 3 players that Arteta's actually picked.
Yeah.
So we don't really know. Chadwick's put, Terry's married, but Claude, when I come back to London, let's go out and find some sexy Gooner ladies. You charm them with Arsenal stats and I'll buy the drinks. Laugh out loud.
There. I'm a bit too old now, mate. Too old, mate.
You're never too old, Claude. You're never too old, mate. Don't put yourself down. John Johnson said both Wenger and Fergie left their teams in a poor state. So Fergie left the winner, so it's ignored. I think, for me, John, I just think Ferguson knew that ship was sinking. I think he knew that he only had one more year, and that last year he went out and bought Van Persie from us to win the league, and that's what he did, and that's why he was so good, mate. But he knew that there was nothing coming behind. He knew that he had to be a total overall at Man United, like at Arsenal at the moment. He knew that, and I don't think he was up to it. That's why he got out then. Man United on the attack. Oh, look at that.
Oh.
Oh, it's a bit of a that was a bit of an attack.
Tell you what, Norwich are not doing too bad, you know.
No, not at all, mate. Not at all.
Oh, see old bloody Moss, another one. Oh, dear.
Mad Max has said, who's your non-Arsenal favourite English player?
What, of all time?
Well, I'd say now, really, at the moment.
I thought favourite Arsenal English player at the moment is.
I think me personally, I would go with. I really do like Maddison. I really do like Maddison.
Non-Arsenal.
Yeah, non-Arsenal. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said non-Arsenal. I'd say Maddison. Yeah, I like Maddison.
Safa said, "Do you think Sancho is overrated?"
Difficult. Hasn't played in. I mean, he didn't play much for City when he was over here, was he? Very difficult to say that. It's a very difficult one to call. I'd like to see him play a few games in the Premier League before I make a call like that.
Can you give Diesel a wave? Diesel wants a wave from your club. There you go, Diesel. Gio, Terry, did you buy the Sonogo kit when he signed for Arsenal? No, I did not, mate. No, I did not. That was disgusting that we bought. I don't, a player like him. And we expected him to be a world-star player. It was ridiculous. We keep doing this at the moment. We don't buy these players and then bed them in like a loan them back out again, or through the youth, or we just put these players straight into our first team and we expect them to be fantastic straight away, and it's not right. Stan's in the house. How you doing, Stan? Stan from Vancouver. Hope you're well, mate. Terry, Smite says, Terry, you're looking like a prime M&M. Cool, I wish, mate. I'd like to have his money, that's for sure. Definitely. I'd like to be able to pronounce like him, to be honest and all. You know what my pronunciations are like. Diesel said, Lone Star should be made. All depends if you want me on. Diesel says, big up, Stan. Fox, how you doing, Fox? I'll see you in the stream before. I hope you're well. Strongest team tomorrow, whatever that is. No, I totally agree. I'm the same, Fox. What about you, Claude? I think you think a bit different, don't you?
Yeah, I think it's a difficult one. I would put in one sense I would keep the side that they want to win. They want to win. It's confidence. Keep it going again. But one thing that worries me about it all is that, as I said, all these games, is someone will pick up a dodgy injury, because we're playing a lot. We've been playing constantly, midweek, constantly, no stopping. And so It's a difficult one. It's going to be a difficult decision to make there. I think I've got a feeling he'll definitely play a few more different players in tomorrow because he don't want to risk any injuries for the rest of the season.
Sufyan says Bellerin is not a football player. I can't wait to see Cedric. Hopefully
I like to see Cedric. Yeah, that's the only one I would. The other night I thought was quite poor. Yeah, a lot of people saying he got. As I said, was a cross coming. No. A lot of people said he was 7 or 8. I thought he was awful the other night, but anyway, we'll see.
John Johnson says Saliba at centre back looks a talent. He does, mate. He does. I think he looks really good. But only time will tell, won't it?
Haven't seen him play. Where's you seen him play then?
Obviously, he's been watching him at St. Eliot. How'd you say it? St. Etienne, isn't it? St. Etienne.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. A bit of caution there. He's a leap from the after PSG and maybe a couple of others. There's a lot of ordinary teams in that league, so it's a difficult one to assess.
Yeah. Oliver's in the house. He said, "Good evening, people. How you doing, Oliver? Hope you're well, mate."
That looks a dodgy one for Campbell there. Oh, that looks a dodgy injury to me. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's not good.
Oh, no. Well, you don't look too bad. It don't look too bad. Safa says, "Big up Claude and Terry on the graph. Respect." Thanks, mate. We appreciate that comment. John Johnson says, "Really enjoying the show, gents. Thanks, mate. Really appreciate that." Safa says, "Would you like Grealish at Arsenal?" Definitely, 100% for me, Safa. He's the type of player that Guendouzi would love to be, in my eyes. That's the difference. I think in a much better team, in a much better side, Jack Grealish would thrive. If he could be next to someone like Torreira and Partey, Saka, Tierney, Maitland-Niles, Aubameyang, you know what I mean? Them sort of players, I think he'd be a phenomenal player for us. What about you, Claude?
Talk about Grealish now.
Yeah.
I've watched him a few times. I'm not his biggest fan, you know that, Terry. I don't see what the big fuss is about. I've watched him a couple of games already in this since they come back. I just don't see what the fuss is about. Yeah. I really don't. Maybe we're different, but I can't see the fuss. I'm in Diesel's camp on this one. I think McGinn is a better the player that makes them tick for me, but all about opinions.
It is all about opinions. Gio says, "Claude, I'm still waiting for Gazidis to wake up next to what all said in his bed. Like you said, we are linked to attackers when we need a right back and another defender."
Good luck with him. Good luck with that, Gazidis. Mate, keep him out there. Keep him there, mate. Keep him in Milan. I don't want him back in London, that's for sure. Fucking just, don't start getting me started on that.
Just to let you know that obviously all our merchandise that we're wearing, the caps, the t-shirts, the polo tops, sweatshirts, jumpers, they're all available now on our website, which is in the comments.
Hold it back! Cut it back! Oh, that was a chance.
Still got it though. Aaron's on the right hand side. Drift in the box. Cross it over. Norwich still got it. Shoot.
Over the bar.
Poor shot at the end there by Cartwell. But Norwich were unlucky. I think Norwich might have had the better chances in this first 43 minutes, Claude.
I can see United bringing a few of the boys on in the second half. Yeah,
definitely.
There's a few out there.
Our webpage is in the comments, by the way. If you click on the comment, go to our webpage. You can go over to our merchandise. It's all available now, and even overseas, Gio. So
you've got to realise, United's priority is Champions League. Being in the Champions League, because the money that they're laying out as well. They've got to be playing the Champions League football next season, so that's their priority. So I can understand why he's gone with this starting 11. But if it doesn't get any better, I think there will be a few changes in the second half.
Dugout Football, how you doing? Good to see you in the chat, mate. Hope you're well. He's put I am Diesel. Cheers, how are you?
What's he doing? You don't know what he's got. Oh.
Yeah, Claude, one for you, mate. Mary's in the ass. She said, hi, everyone.
Oh, Mary, how are you? Yeah, what's this? Mary who?
Mary Madison. I wonder if it's Mr. Madison's wife.
If you are,
if you are, please get him to come over to Arsenal. Oh, apparently you're a sexy man. Sexy man, Claude. You are.
Yeah, she can't be talking about me, Terry, mate.
She is, mate. I'm telling you. Connor, that's someone for Claude, definitely. Oliver says, Lone Star London, I mean, he always affects the game in a positive way for Villa. I think you're talking about Grealish there, and I totally agree with you, mate. Mad Maxa says, Tyson Fury just had a dig at FAD on Twitter. Oh, what is FAD offering him at? That's your friend, isn't it, Claude?
Oh, boom!
The Boominator.
That could be a good fight in the future, you know.
Listen, if that's a fight, we'll be covering it live, wouldn't we, Claude?
Yeah. Would you give every day a chance in that?
I'll give him a chance of just lifting his hand up to put a bit of water on Tyson's head. That's about the chance I'd give him, to be honest.
He has got a knockout punch, though. He could, in heavyweights, it only takes one punch. Like, remember, who was it that beat Tyson that time?
Tyson,
when he was on his prime. What was it? Buster Douglas, was it?
Oh, Tyson, yeah. You're talking about the other Tyson. Yeah, Buster Douglas. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just one punch thrown, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So there's always, if Heavy D unleashes one of his...
United, goes right across. Oh, Norwich, get rid of it. But no, straight over the bar.
What are they claiming for? Anyway, no, I didn't recognise Nick. He's changed his appearance. Only needs one of those famous hooks from Heavy D. He could put him down.
Well, I'll tell you what, Heavy D's got the most important belt, hasn't he?
Yeah. Also, he's a champion in his own right. He's got a belt as well as Tyson. So, I mean, will they both put their belts up for? On this?
Mad Max says Every Day is the new Butterbean. Do you know what? I've seen him. Do you know what? I've actually seen him, right? Butterbean. I've seen
half time.
Half time, yeah. Half time, 0-0 here. Norwich Revolt, Eldez sells well here, Claude. They've done well in his first half, Norwich.
Yeah. They've done well.
Yeah, Butterbean. I've seen him actually box, and I've seen him in the UFC. I've seen him in, well, not UFC, cage fighter, I should say. He was a cage fighter and all too. Butterbean in the Cage Warrior fights. I've seen him a couple of times. But Tom says awful first half. I mean, it wasn't great. But I mean, Norwich have done enough to. I think they've had the better chances. Myself, Claude.
Norwich have done well. I mean, they've done well, but United. I mean, it just shows you that if you just put a little weak inside this, it can level things up a bit. I wouldn't be surprised if there's, as I say, to see a few of the big guns come on in the second half. But Norwich have held their own, and while it's 0-0, I don't think there's no replays in this, is there?
No, I think it's all one today, isn't it? Does it go to penalties straight away?
I'm not sure. Someone will have to. I wonder if anyone knows anything about this, or whether if it does go penalties, does it go extra time? Mm. So maybe if Norwich might be holding out for penalties, yeah. I know United had 68% possession, 5 attempts from Norwich on goal, 8 attempts. Neither side have had a shot on target. in the game. So it's quite an even game. No shots on target from either side.
Mad. Ty said, Terry, even if football is not on, but you should do a podcast on other subjects on football, like a debates. Yeah, that's a great idea, Ty. We will definitely be looking into that and doing that. Obviously, we've got football on most nights at the moment for the rest of the season. But obviously, once the season finishes, we'll be looking into that and doing that. We do have our Monday night show.
Once the boxing's back, I'm sure Terry will be covering the boxing as well. Yep. So once the big fights are coming up, what's the next one? The big one
it's been announced. It's been announced. Eddie Hearn has got four fights on during July. 4 different events. I think one on each weekend with some great names. I can't remember who they are. I see it yesterday. We'll probably be covering them in July.
We'll be fight night with Kenny. We'll have fight night. We'll call it a fight night with Kenny. Yeah. So it's only. That's coming up in the next. No, it ain't far away from July, are we? We're next week in July, aren't we? So
yeah.
Plus there'll be other stuff as well because football will be going off for about a month, won't it? So 2 months. I don't know how long the break will be between the start of next season. I don't know what's going to happen there. I thought there was a bit of obstruction from. They're showing that again. From,
one.
Yeah, he just stood there like I don't know. Didn't go to VAR though, so they didn't make a fuss about it like that.
Just to let everyone know, I don't know if you heard yesterday, but we've got we're going to try and get someone on called Sam Cox. He's a young professional fighter just coming through, trying to make his way in the boxing scene. He fights at York Hall. And he's a massive Arsenal fan, Claude. So we're going to try and get him. Right. We're going to try and get him on, and obviously we're going to lend our support to him, and hopefully our fan base, our family, will be able to get behind him and help him in the boxing to try and make a way and try and get his name out there. And obviously, being an Arsenal fan, hopefully we're trying to sponsor him too, and we can get down to York Hall and watch him on his fights, Claude.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm going to try and get him on the show next week sometime.
Okay.
So he'll be on our boxing ones. His name's Sam Cox. So yeah, big shout out to him. Like I said, he's a big Arsenal fan. So anything to do with boxing, we'll try and get him involved. No, not Sam Fox, Lone Star. But yeah, he's a great. So we've got him, hopefully him coming on. I'll see how I feel later, but everyone keep tuned and watch out for notifications. Put your notification bell on for your YouTube, and I might be doing the UFC Watchalong tonight because there's a UFC Watchalong. Stan, if you're still in the chat, let us know if you're up for that, mate. So we might be doing a UFC tonight. Well, let's talk a little bit about Arsenal the other day, Claude, because I've spoken to you about it. We won 2-0 against Southampton. Eddie and Nketiah scored the first goal, and Joe Willett got the second.
It was a great result. I thought Arsenal were comfortable in the game. I never thought we were really in any real bother. There's a lot more that I think. Our pressing was good, but I just feel that how can I say it? We got two goals there, but they were both you could say were unforced errors, really. But I thought we were comfortable, even when we was 1-0 and everyone was panicking around me and watching the game with the boys. I never felt that Southampton had enough could get behind us. I don't know what it was. They didn't seem. Maybe they put so much into their other games. I don't know what it was, but they didn't seem the same side. They didn't seem that the side that I watched against Norwich. And but then again, they're not. But they are down in the middle of the table for a reason, near the bottom end of the table for a reason. That's why I couldn't understand why everyone was going, oh, Arsenal going to lose. Arsenal got no chance. This 3-1, 4. I couldn't understand that because at the end of the day, they're only an average mid-table side at best. So why can't we compete? Why can't we beat them? You know what I'm saying? I think even if you look at the Brighton game, Brighton weren't exactly better than us. It's just that we made 2 horrific errors on the day and got beat. So Sheffield United tomorrow is a different game. It'll be interesting how that is. With Sheffield United, they look like they've hit a wall for me. I don't think they've got the players to cope with all these games that's going on. They haven't got that squad. So it'll be interesting to see how we cope with that tomorrow. What sort of team we'll put out. It'll be interesting if he's going to put out sort of near the side that we played on Thursday. It'll be interesting how many changes he's going to make. Don't need to change the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper has only played a couple of games, so don't need to change that. So we can keep Martinez in. I would probably change maybe Bellerin and give someone else a go at right back. So because I don't think he was helping. Even the other day, Pepe was having a poor game, but it didn't help that he had Bellerin on that side. So it was a bit better, but I won't. There's still a lot of work to be done. There's still a lot of surgery to be done in this team.
Yeah. We'll come back to that, Jake. I haven't about Guendouzi. We'll come on to him in a minute. For me, the other day, we obviously look. I think Arteta picked the best team that he could, really, apart from 1 or 2 players again. It just goes to show that we was on his back. Well, you know, a lot of fans were on his back because he wasn't picking Martinelli, but there was obviously reasons behind that. And looking at what's happened to him now, unfortunately.
Hold on, Terry. Hold on before you say that, Terry. No, hold on a minute. Oh, sorry. Hold on a minute. I had a little accident there. Hold on before you say all that. He was okay until he picked the injury after those games in training. Yeah. So let's not say it wasn't. He was injured before.
No, I didn't say he had that. I didn't say what I mean is he must have had a couple of little niggles for him not to pick him. There's got to be something, a reason why he didn't even give him 5 or 10 minutes. He must have had a little slight knock or something, and then he's obviously done it again in training and made it a lot worse. So everyone was on his back. Everyone was on his back for the Man City game, saying, why didn't he play Pepe? He played Pepe in the next game against Brighton. He done absolute nothing, let's be honest, apart from scored a goal. And then he didn't do anything against Southampton, to be fair. So, you know what I mean? Everyone's getting on Arteta's back for all these decisions. And, you know, I don't think it's right. This is what I'm trying to say. You know, he's only got a limited squad of players to pick from at the moment. And he's picking the players. I mean, let's be honest, we've had to play Guendouzi at the moment because we've not really got any players there. Torreira's injured. You know what I mean? He's only got a certain selection of players to pick from. I think he done well picking that team against Southampton. The positives for me, Holding in the first 2 games, I think has been brilliant. After that big layoff again, every ball that come in against Southampton, I haven't seen the stat yet, but if anyone wants to quickly go and have a look at the stat for the possession in the air, how many times he got rid of the ball, I think it must be nearly 100% because every time that ball come in anywhere near Holding, he got rid of it. I thought he was fantastic. He done the simple things really good, and that was just defend, and he done that brilliantly. I thought Saka had a good game. I thought Eddie had a good game. He got his goal. I thought Joe Willock looked good when he come on. I thought Bellerin had another good game, really, to be fair. Tierney played some fantastic balls. He just needs to settle in and get into the team, and I think he's going to be fantastic. So overall, I thought, you know, the first half, I thought we played really well. The second half, we sort of sat back a little bit. and let them come on to us. But we still haven't got our fully fit team out there. We're playing with second-rate players still, in my eyes. Unfortunately.
Oh no, there's a lot of we can't be. Yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. It's not going to, because we've won one game and they're still saying everything is good. There's a lot of things to be done. A lot of players need to be moved out, and it'll be interesting to see how he does. And if he doesn't, I'm still puzzled why we're. Well, I'm not puzzled because why we're giving 4-year contracts to players that come into our club with injury records. I don't understand that. That's one thing I can't understand. I can understand, and I don't know, I can understand why he's kept Louise, because if you ask me, there are 3 or 4 I'd rather shift out than Louise in that squad. So if you gave me a choice between keeping Mustafi, Socrates, and you had a choice, Mustafi, Socrates, and Louise, I'd say get rid of the other 2 rather than get rid of Louise, I'm afraid. So I can understand that, but because he's just the best of a bad bunch. And with Saliba coming in as well, you need experience. I mean, you've got to realise up until that game the other day, he wasn't playing too bad, Louise. Up until that the Man City game, he wasn't playing too bad. So I don't know. You got a different angle on that, and on that one, and
yeah. Before I come to that, Randy Viper, how you doing, mate? He says hello from New Zealand and big fan of the voice of reason, Claudio.
Yeah, the only person that called me Claudio was my mum.
Charles said, half the problem is Arteta has only been there a short while, but with this COVID thing, makes it seem a lot longer. But for me, yeah, David Luiz, I'm not a big lover of him. I do think myself that he's got too many mistakes in him, and that's why I didn't want him in the first place. As soon as we bought him, like I said, 4 or 5 Chelsea fans was rubbing their hands together that I know, laughing and clapping and saying, good luck with him because he's useless. We're so glad we got rid of him. Why on earth we're going out and buying a fourth pick player of Chelsea that can't get in the team or even on the sub bench, really. And we've got just coming out for the second half. Just quickly, let's get on to the Guendouzi thing, what Jake asked. He was saying, what's all this about Guendouzi? And I see that you want to sell him. For me personally, what he done against Norwich, not Norwich, Brighton, sorry. What he done against Brighton, against Mupai, I thought was absolutely disgusting. Saying that he's on more wages than him and things like that, and then throwing the little arm out to him during the game. Really, if that was caught on camera, he would have been sent off. If he would have showed any of that passion after the game that he did in the actual game, we might have not lost the game, in my eyes. But I think he's weak. I think he's very, very weak off the ball. He's very, very poor when we ain't got possession, and he's very, very slow. And he should be nowhere near Arsenal's first team for me. Nowhere near. We could have bought him and sent him out on loan, and told him to learn his trade a bit more, and then maybe integrated him when we've got a better team. But for me, I'd sell him. I would sell him. I don't know about you, Claude.
If you get 40 million, yeah, I'd sell him. Yeah. I'm not. He's got something in. There is something in the player, but it needs time. It needs time. And unfortunately, we're in a position where we can't give time. N'Gala hasn't done much, has he? I mean, I've watched him. He's not even taken. Just start the second half.
Moose Moose, I'm sorry if I've pronounced that wrong. I don't mean to. Moose says, Terry, do you think our team will be much better?
On a chat!
It's going out for a corner for Man United. Great chance there. Moose said, Terry, do you think our team will be much better if we sign Thomas Partey as his agent is flying in next week to seal the deal? Listen, I'd love to have Thomas Partey in as a central defensive midfielder. I'd love for him to play next to Torreira. I think that we'll be much stronger. He's tall, he's quite bulky, and he's exactly what we're looking for. The ball just comes deep, but it's gone out for a place kick. So I think if we can get him in,
I like that place kick. I love that place kick.
I've always called it that. What is it then? Goal kick.
Goal kick.
Yeah, well, we've always called it a place kick. I don't know why. Cliff says, I agree with Claude. Xhaka glued the midfield and defence together.
Yeah, he had a great game. I thought he was my man of the match on the other night. Granit Xhaka was the man of the match for me, but a lot of people gave it to Holding. I thought he had a good game as well, Holding. But I thought Granit was. So you've got to have if your midfielder's performing and as well, defensively.
It's through.
Oh.
Valier just kicked it out for a corner kick. Tayyib said this game is looking dead so far. CG said Thomas Partey would be an excellent addition.
So a lot of these games have really, but I think maybe the players sometimes need a crowd to get them. I don't know. A lot of these games not been. Oh, corner comes in on the edge of the box. Pookie tucks it back in. Oh, it just didn't take it. Oh. Now United clear the danger and have a. Oh, if you put that through. And Lingard, no. Yeah, interesting.
It doesn't link. Harry said it doesn't link on Op Mic. Let me try. If you go on Op Mic, you need to turn your TV up, Harry, or your laptop, whatever you're watching. Turn it up and then press the sync button, and it should sync up, mate. Just want to commentate while I just make sure it's working my end, Claude. Norwich with a place kick. Man U on the attack here in the box, but Crawl gets it. Just got some other. We've got Ishmael says, how do you sync it? Why ain't it syncing today? Normally no problem. Has a problem. Must be a problem. StreamYard. There must be a problem with it on StreamYard. I'll try and get that sorted in a minute. I'll message them. Chadwick said, Terry, tequila or whiskey? To be honest, Chadwick, none. I can't stand none of them. I'm not a tequila fan. I'd rather Sambuca any day. And I'm not a whiskey man. I'll tell you what I do like. I do like Captain Morgan's rum, dark rum. Spiced. I like the spiced one. That's very nice. But I'm on to my pink gin at the minute. My pink gins are, they go down like nothing. Like nothing, mate. What about you, Claude? Tequila or whiskey?
Scotch for me.
Scotch. Russ says, first time on a channel, why not, Mike? Keep it going, lads. Love the chat. Thank you very much. Simply says, big up. Not Mike. Michael, how you doing, Michael? Hope you're well. He says, evening, Terry and Claude. Do you think we should go all out to win the FA Cup with our strongest team tomorrow? For me, Michael, I would definitely try and put our strongest team.
Well, when you think about it, in that respect, because we can't do nothing in the league now, not much anyway.
No.
So the same purpose will in the league is, and the FA Cup give you the same platform as the Europa League. That's all we can hope for to qualify for. Even though I'm not really want to be in that next year, but
Man United! I think he's offside. Is he offside? No. Igualo has scored. It's Norwich City 1, Man United Norwich City 0, Man United 1. 50 minutes gone. That's a bad mistake. Norwich defenders were just stood still, Claude. Just stood still. Let's have another little look at this replay. Maguire on this left-hand side plays it to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw runs into the box, crosses over. Oh, he's well onside. Luke Shaw crosses it in the box. It comes off a Norwich player, deflected, and Igualo on his own in the middle just puts it in the back of the net. I think Tim Krul should have done better than that, to be honest, Claude. He should have look. If it just stands up, it's right next to him. I think the keeper Krul should have done better there, Claude. What do you think, mate?
Yeah, he should have done better, but I think they were looking for offside and they didn't time their run out properly there. So bad defending all round, really. But up until then, Norwich was starting to play some good football. So
John Johnson says number one takeaway choice, gents.
Number one takeaway choice. I love my Mackie breakfast, but I can't get that at the moment.
For me, I think it'd have to be Indian.
Yeah, I would actually say Indian. Thinking about it now, Indian. Yeah,
I do like it. Oh, Norwich are through now into the box. Crosses over. Oh, wait, it's gone out for a corner. What we got there? Safa says play FIFA 20 career mode. Well, if you watched our stream last time, we've got Stan who's going to be doing that. He's going to be doing our Arsenal career mode, where we can Norwich with a corner comes into the box. Oh, Maguire just does it wide, still inside the box. Pute on the right, crosses it back. Oh, Man U have cleared it. It's gone out for a throw in just outside the Man United's goal area. Norwich still on the attack. Yeah, Stan the man. He's one of our regulars. He plays FIFA, so he's gonna do that, and we're gonna set up on our forum once we get it up and running. You'll be able to message us all during the day. You'll be able to let us know what transfers you want us to make, what players you want us to buy, and we're going to either make the manager look like Claude. So that will be coming very, very soon. What else we got here? Grayson, how you doing? He says, as things, lads, really well, thank you, really well. We're just glad that we got a win the other night, and hopefully onwards and upwards for us. Luke Kelly said, Mackie breakfast would laugh if Man, you want to take in, but Crawl's got it. Easy Ander said, Norwich are all over the place in the final third. David, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. He says, morning, guys, just woken up. Randy Fiper said, guys, any advice on being responsible? It's 5 a.m. here. I should be doing study for my exams, but I'm here watching you guys and love it. Well, all I can say, Randy, is it's only for an hour, isn't it? It's only for an hour, mate. Watch us and then get straight back to your study. What do you reckon, Claude?
Yeah. Studying very important, very important. Education is very important. And but take a little break now and again. It doesn't do any harm.
No, exactly. Only an hour. It's only an hour. And Norwich are on the attack here on the left-hand side. At the start of this second half, Norwich are kicking from left to right. Go for the shot, but it's blocked. It's 55 minutes gone. Norwich 0, Man United 1. Igualo with a goal. which Tim Krul should have stood still, stood up and collected the ball. I think the keeper should have done better with the shot that he had, but it's gone in. It's Man United with the lead here at the moment. Luke said, Terry, Claude, what should Arsenal aim for? What for this season? What should Arsenal's aim be for next season, Claude?
Try and get to the top 4. I think at the moment I can't ask for more than that, really.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think if we can buy 3, maybe 4 really strong players, good additions to the team, as well as, unfortunately, David Luiz and Cedric and Mari. If we can get 3 or 4 really big names, with the players that we've got, I think that we could easily run for top 4 next year under Arteta. You're on the attack here. Oh, poor ball. And now Man U have got it. It's a free kick to Man U on the halfway line. Michael says, Claude, why the sudden change in optimism? Loving the new Claude and your AFTV videos.
No, not so much. No, mate. It's nothing to do with optimism. I call it as I see it. The other day, I call it as I see it every game. You know what I mean? I just didn't think Southampton were going to cause us any problems. I thought they're worse than us, and they're saying for something. You know what I'm saying? I just at this present moment, I still think there's a lot of things to be done. If you looked at the game, I couldn't see them getting through, but the panic amongst the other. Oh my God! I couldn't see them scoring.
Lingard on the wing just outside the box. Payback. Matongi, eh? No. Norwich got the ball now. They can attack here. Come on. Go on, Pookie. Run it. 4 against 2. 4 against 3. Oh, he's absolutely mucked it up, Pookie, there. Absolutely mucked it up. And it's now Man United back on the attack. Smite said, if Arsenal win the FA Cup, let inject some joy into the fans and give us hope. Definitely, mate. I'd go for that this season, to be honest. I'd be happy with that. Let's be honest. I was absolutely gutted that we started the season off with Emery still. Absolutely gutted. He should have been sacked straight after that final. We had to endure that absolute dross of a team and that performance for the first half of this season. And then, unfortunately, Lundberg, when he come in, he just done exactly the same as what Emery done. And now we've got Arteta in. I wanted Arteta in from the start. As soon as we lost that final, maybe we would have done a little bit better than what we would have done this season so far. For me, I'm happy at the moment. So if we can get the FA Cup and get into that, I think that push Arsenal, push Arteta to get more good players in and push us going the right way, because we've got to rebuild, and I think we should rebuild under Arteta. I don't know about you, Claude.
I'll just wait. Let's wait and see. Let's get this season done and see what he does in the summer. As I say, I'm still not 100% convinced. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. One win doesn't make me feel any different to what I've been thinking. Anyway, since the run coming down.
What comes in? Pookie. Oh, he should have back-heeled it.
What's he doing?
Why hadn't he back-heeled that? They're still in the box. Cross comes over. Oh! Maguire and Man United get it away. Maguire. Oh, that's...
Got no confidence at the moment, Pookie, is it?
No. He had a great start, didn't he? A great start to the season. He was scoring fun at the start of the season, but I don't think he scored in a few games now.
He's shot his confidence at the moment. I think he just needs a little luck to just get it going again, but hopefully not on Wednesday night.
John Johnson says, is Ty open? It doesn't rain. You know Arsenal struggle in the rain. He also hopes they've got the right shin pads on. Man, you're going to make a sub here. 60 minutes gone, still 30 minutes to go. Rashford is coming on, Williams is coming on, and Greenwood is coming on. So Man United are going to make 3 substitutions. Let's see who comes off. He's looking good, isn't he, old Mike Phelan? I keep forgetting that he's still there. Like for his age. He don't seem to... Smite says, Claude is the voice of reason. Give me some info on the bookies. Michael says, has Ty forgiven Mupai yet?
No, I don't think you ever will, mate.
Cliff said, Arsenal took 4 points from Man United. Look how they have improved. We have gone backwards. Oh, yes, mate. All right, here comes the substitutions. Luke Shaw's coming off for Man United. It looks like Mata's coming off for Man United. Who's the other one? Because they're definitely bringing 3 players on here. Who's the other one then? Come on, what are you doing? Why are you showing us him? What's he doing?
They have to walk around the pitch, don't they, when they come off?
Well, why aren't they showing all the substitutions? Why they just... I don't understand that. It's ridiculous. John Johnson says, as a United fan, I'm really not a fan of Rashford. If he wasn't English, he'd be hyped significantly less. John, I agree with you, John, to be honest. I really do. I think he's a good player. I just don't think he's a world-class player like most Man United think he is. And I'm glad that you see that, to be honest, John. What about you, Claude?
I was watching there. Sorry, what was that again?
Rashford. John Johnson said, as a United fan, I'm really not a fan of Rashford. If he wasn't English, he'd be hyped significantly less.
I don't know. He's not bad. He's a good player. He's still very young, you know. I can't have that. I think he's a big talent for me. Very big talent. He's young as well. Remember, he's going to have bad games. But I can't agree with that. Sorry.
Oliver said Rashford is just a pace merchant with a few step overs. There's quite a lot of fans. I mean, I would take him at Arsenal. Don't get me wrong. I would take him at Arsenal because he is better than
100%.
some of the players at the moment. But I just don't think he's as. I think he's very overhyped at the moment. I do. What's going on here? Why is he holding his head like that?
Just took a look to the back.
It ain't that bad. It's only got an header to the back. I'll tell you what, I'm interested to know, Claude. But before I ask that, I need you to just commentate on the game because I need to really quickly go and water the plants.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
1 second.
Anyway. Free kick to United. Fernandes standing over the free kick. Comes in. Headed clear. Not much. Another ball whipped in again. Norwich clear their lines and have a break on. Oh, that's a terrible ball. Straight out of play. I don't know what you lot think, but there's Campbell's down injured again, so I don't know if he's took a knock to his head or what he's got. Oh. he got hit on the shoulder there. I think that's. Let's have a look at this again a minute. Always. Oh. Anyway, I'll send some comments. Don't forget, members, we'll be doing some streams very, very soon. Terry will keep us up to date with that. There'll be some member streams coming very soon. We just got to get it sorted out. And we might even,
I needed that one. I've been holding that one for ages.
Okay.
Yeah, remember the member streams will be starting not next week, the week after, the first week in July. Like I said, we've been trying to get all our web page, our memberships, everything all sorted out. So, yep, that'll be starting from not next week, the week after. So for the first one, we'll just let everyone in because it'll be our first ever one. So that'll be good. For the first one, and we've got some great ideas for the member ones. People have been saying like karaoke nights, and Luke Shaw's in the box, but it's gone straight out for a goal kick. Would you take Redmond? Would you take Redmond, Claude?
From where?
From Norwich.
I thought you meant the other guy that played the other night. I thought it was rubbish. No, I think Aaron's. I would take Aaron's. What's it called?
Max Aaron's.
Yeah,
Max Aaron's.
Watched him a couple of times. I'm quite impressed actually. And Campbell's a good player. Campbell is a good player as well.
PG.
Pookie in there. Pookie.
Aaron's.
It's just that final ball, isn't it? They've knocked it well today until that final ball.
Just the final ball. Come on, get it in there. Yeah, I think it goes straight to penalties, this. So hopefully if they get... Oh, he's in the box. Some step overs. Oh, what a poor ball. What is going on? I mean, that is so poor. And this is the reason why Norwich are going to go down. But they got the ball again. Cantwell... Oh. No, it's going for a Norwich throw.
They've given a good fight, Norwich. They've really, they've not been outclassed or anything like that. They've really given their as much as they could give, and they've done really well. They're a bit unlucky to be 1-0 down, actually.
Yeah. Sorry, Redmond plays for Southampton. Sorry, I got that wrong.
No chance. No.
CG said, discuss Arsenal's next 3 to 5 year plan. The first thing Klopp said when he arrived was, paraphrase, we need to change from doubters to believers. CG, I mean, that's exactly what Arteta said, basically. Arteta said, you know what I mean? He's got a philosophy, and that philosophy he wants to change throughout the Arsenal brand, basically. From in the office, from the doctors, from the the workers in there, all the coaches, his philosophy, he said he wants to change right from the bottom, right the way up. We've got to have a winning mentality. He said that from the start. Cross comes in, Norwich!
Oh my God. How has that not gone in? How has that not gone in?
Is that his own player that saved it on the line? It is, isn't it? Oh my God. His own player took the goal away. He saved it on the line, on Man United's line. But they're still on the attack here. That's why we ain't seen a replay. Oh, my God. That should be 1-1. How gutted is he? It should be 1-1 here. It's still Man United 1-0. 70 minutes gone. Norwich are playing really well in the second half. They've had a few chances. It's just their final third. Would you say that, Claude?
Yeah, they've done all right, Norwich. United have had it all their own way, that's for sure.
Easy Anna said, I really can't see Arteta doing it. Well, yeah, just getting back to that. You know, he said that from the start. We've got to give him time. We've got to give him time. You know, we've got to let him have a transfer window, a good one, see what players he's going to bring in. And then, you know, at the start of next season, let's see what he can do with the players that he's got. You know, this season we knew was over anyway. Even before we sacked Emery, we knew it was over anyway. So we've got nothing to lose for the rest of this season, really. Let's be honest. If we can get an FA Cup win, that'd be fantastic. It's going to be hard, but it'd be fantastic. But, you know, let's see what and go from there. What do you think, Claude?
He's taken Pookie off anyway.
Yeah.
And
yeah, we're going to see
replay. Drink break.
Replay. The free kick comes in right across to the far back post. I don't know if that was going. I need to see it from the other angle. Here we go.
No,
no, it weren't going in. It wasn't going in. But it really, he could have scored though. Oh, it's come off of his other player's head and it's his shoulder. Oh, it's unlucky. It was going wide. You're right, Easy Hand. It was going wide. John Johnson said he's a huge Martial fan. He reminds me of Anelka, a very slightly happier version. Do you know what, John? To be honest, I really do think if Anelka would have stayed at Arsenal, he would have been a legend. I think for the year or 2 years he was at Arsenal, he was absolutely fantastic. He was frightening. His pace, his goal scoring ability. I just thought he would have become an Arsenal great. What about you, Claude?
Yeah, Nelka, he was a talented player, and he went on to do well at Chelsea as well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just his brothers got too much involved in his business, and that's what happened there. But he was a top player. But then we wouldn't have got Henry, would we? So I don't know. Yeah, he was a class act. He was a class act. He was devastating. Pace. Oh, what a player. What a player. Good player.
Easy Anna said, who brought Guendouzi to the club? Was it Emery? It was Emery, wasn't it?
I'm trying to think.
Or was it Wenger? How long's he been here now?
Oh, you know what? My memory's gone.
I think it might have been Wenger, you know. How long did it?
No, it was Emery. It was Emery, wasn't it? It was Emery. I'm sure it was Emery, boy.
He came in 2018 after Wenger. Yeah. Well, there you go. Another Emery player who Arteta's got to deal with. Quite a few of them. They're either Emery, let's be honest, they're either Emery's players or Wenger's players still. That's what I mean. Cross comes in from corner.
Has he been here 2 years? No.
Yeah. Yeah. He was here last season and this season, yeah. That's what I'm saying. And he comes straight into the squad. Comes straight in. Which just shows you how bad our squad is. It's ridiculous. And our players that they've bought.
Yeah.
Norwich got a chance here. Just over the halfway line. Running down on this left-hand side. Oh, that's a terrible ball. Absolute terrible ball. And Man United got it. Grant says Anelka was class at Bolton too. Yep. It was Emery that signed Guendouzi, but I think he was a friend, Miss Italian signing.
I think he didn't have a good time at Liverpool, though. He played at Liverpool as well, didn't he? Played for a few clubs as well.
Anita says Emery or Moyes, who was worse? Oh my God, I wouldn't want either of them to be. What a goal! What a goal! Come on, Norwich! Cantwell.
What a goal from Cantwell!
That was just outside the box. That was from nothing, wasn't it, Claude?
Absolutely. Just sometimes, you know what? Just shoot.
Yeah.
As they say, if you don't enter the raffle, you don't win it, do you?
That was from what, about 20 yards out? just right of the goal, and he shoots into the bottom right-hand corner. Let's watch this again. Norwich just on the win. It's come from literally nothing. Come right across the goal. Cantwell gets the ball, shoots, bang! Oh, well, the keeper should have saved that.
No chance. No chance.
What? His right hand?
Yeah,
He's left hand there. Look, it's right next to the ball. I mean, it is fast. Don't get me wrong, but I think he should have tried. He should have pushed that around the post. But I'll take that all day long. Let's go.
Oh, look. Interesting 15 minutes coming up now.
Come on. Let's go. Keeper no chance, Archie saying. Easy Anna saying, Cantwell. One of them, mate. Archie says a banner. Keeper was unsighted. Easy Anna said, Michael says, what a goal. Archie says, saw it late. Come on, 1-1.
Right. Norwich have really given us United a great game here. I mean, I can't believe this. But football doesn't seem ceases to supply. I thought United would be comfortable winners today, but well done to Norwich, though. Well done to Norwich. It just shows bottom of the league, yeah?
I said that, didn't I? I said to you.
And you know what? They play better football than what we do at the moment. I'm saying, I'll tell you what, no.
Anita said, is it just me or does Cantwell look like Griezmann? To be fair, he does. Oh, man, you're on attack here? Ah, Norwich got it away. Dominic, I ain't seen you in the chat before.
Oh, here we go again. Oh,
he said, Claude looks happy.
Hey? I've not been well the last couple of days, but...
Rashford in the box. And he's mucked it up again like he... This is what I mean. This is what he does quite often, unfortunately, for me. I mean, he is a great player, don't get me wrong, but...
Oh, he's a top player. Yeah, no.
Man U are going for it here. They're bringing Matic on.
That's a strange substitution, really. Maybe McTominay has picked up a knock. I don't know.
That's a strange substitution for me, mate. I can't see that. Well, Pogba's coming on too.
So this is it.
Pogba's coming.
The big guns because we need to win. That's it.
No, Pogba's coming. I'll tell you what. I can see a mistake coming here for United from Pogba. Norwich going to get the equaliser from Pogba's mistake. I can see it. I'm telling you. Man U corner comes across. Well defended by the Norwich player. Omar says, "Get in." What a finish! Yes, come on, Omar. Just to let everyone know, tomorrow's Arsenal game, we've got Sophie from Air Dryer Treatment. She'll be coming on for the live watch-along for the Arsenal game tomorrow. Anita says, Matic was man of the match last time. To be honest, I could never understand why you bought him, to be honest, Anita. Oliver says Rashford is similar to what Walcott was. Sorry, let me start again. Rashford is similar to what Walcott was. He's got potential, but he lacks intelligence. Do you agree with that, Claude?
Well, Rashford, no, it's different class, mate. He's a good player, mate. I don't know why people are saying this about Rashford. I'm surprised.
Anita says, I think you're confusing Pogba with Ceballos. I'm not.
Don't get me started on that.
Greenwood in the box. Oh! When it's gone near the corner flag. Unfortunately for me, Anita, Pogba is one of the worst players. Honestly, I don't see what anybody sees in Pogba whatsoever.
Oh, you're joking. You are joking.
No, honestly, Paul.
Honestly, you're joking, mate. Oh, no.
He is one of the most overrated.
He might have a little bit of attitude. Yeah, I agree. But he is a top player, mate.
I bet you can't name me 5 great games he's had for United.
Yeah, I can name you plenty of games he's played for France and has been outstanding.
France.
What I'm trying to say, he's been in that. Remember, he's just coming back from an injury as well.
Yeah,
he's a top player. Didn't you see that ball he produced the other night? Was it? Who was it?
Yeah, but it's all right just doing that once or twice.
No, but he does it regular. Come on, he's a top player, mate. Come on.
Look, we say this. All Arsenal fans say this about Ozil. Oh yeah, we can do it for Germany.
Don't compare Ozil to Pogba. Come on, let's. Pogba's a much better player.
Honestly, I really don't rate Pogba. I really don't. I honestly don't.
I'm shocked. I'm quite shocked at that. I am.
No, honestly, I don't. And I mean that from the bottom. I really don't see what everyone sees in him because he does nothing for me. He might have one or two great games, but that's it. Stephen, how you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Thank you for your contribution. He put, do you want to win the cup given it's Europa? What's that?
Yeah, Europa League.
Europa League. Okay. Said on my preview on the channel, I'd rather not us. We need to focus on rebuilding the club, not Europa League. Look, if we miss your
point, it's a good point, but you can't turn down trophies, mate.
No,
I know. It was a mistake by the keeper. Watching that again, he's flapped at that. Look. Oh dear.
You could tell. Look by his face, his reaction straight away after.
One thing I will say, I do say, I think we've got a better number 2 than United. That's for
better
sure.
Number. What goalkeeper? Yeah. BK, how you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. Norwich, you're on the charge here on the right hand side. Cross comes in. Oh!
He made amends there, the keeper. Made amends for that because he could have been. It's good keep, good goalkeeping there.
Beaker says, I have the same assumption with you about Pogba. Really overrated. Thanks, mate. I really don't see anything in him, mate. It's personally. Cliff said, Pogba is a good player, top player at Juventus. Tell your thoughts on Pogba. I thought you took the piss out of yourself earlier, laugh at that. No, listen, mate. I really don't rate him. I don't see what the big thing is about him. He plays well for France, but that's because, again, like Ozil, France have got a fantastic team, a fantastic squad of players around him, so he can do what he wants. But when he's got to step up for United, like Ozil, really, like Arsenal fans say, he doesn't do it for me. He really doesn't do it. Bertram, how you doing, mate? He said, big up, lads. Good to see you in the chat. Anita said that nasty nutmeg he did that other day. I can't remember it, Anita, to be honest. Sorry. I can't remember it. But Lone Star said exactly, Anita. But Norwich are on attack here. Inside the box. Cross. No. He's going for it. Pulls it back. Oh! Just wide of the post. Just wide of the post. Norwich are coming on strong here.
Norwich are in with a chance here to win this game, That
would have been offside. That would have been offside anyway. He was offside. If that counted, it was offside. Stephen said, at least Pogba can get on the pitch or be an option off the bench, unlike Ozil, or as I call PS4 350k man who sits on Fortnite. Yeah, you're right, mate. As much as I like Ozil, it's time for him to move on. He's not going to get a game for Arsenal now, in my eyes, under Arteta. What's he doing here, Solskjaer? He's run down from the bench. He's shouting at his players now. What Pogba games am I watching till? Lone Star, like I said, you name me 5 games that he was outstanding in, and I go back and watch them and see if he was outstanding.
Spoon! Oh, what a chance! What a chance! He was.
Matic nearly give it away there, a mistake.
If only. He's touched there in the box. He's through there. Look. Oh, he's touched. Oh, my God.
That's great defending. That's great defending.
Yeah, but he should have done better there. That's a substitute, isn't it? That's come on, isn't it?
Yeah, he done really well there defending. Easy Ander said, how can Pogba be considered a great player if he has no consistency in his games? Compare him to De Bruyne. Exactly, Easy Handler. Exactly, mate.
There you go. Here we go.
Oh, see? Pogba. That's the best thing he's done at the moment.
You're terrible, Turk. You look at the little mistakes he made, and you're on it. You don't look at any good things about him, mate.
Actually, no, I do watch Man United. I do watch Man United, obviously, because I don't. But I, you know what I mean. But I honestly don't think that he's a fantastic player. And a lot of people in the chat is saying it. It's not just me. Not just me. Oliver says Conte knew how to get the best out of Pogba at Juventus. Yeah. Simon Parker, how you doing, Simon? Not seen you in the chat before. I hope you're well, mate. He said Norwich are going to nick this. Can see it coming a mile off. I hope so, Simon. I really do.
Been a good game, you know.
Ain't been too bad.
Not that everyone was expecting Man United to roll them over like I was as well. But they've given a good account of themselves, Norwich. Really have. And, you know, they don't look like a bottom of the table team. You wouldn't think they were bottom of the league, that's for sure.
The Saint says Pogba is great with great players around him. I just said that, mate. Just said the exact same. David said all the 5 games would be French games, Tell. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. For the French, it would be brilliant. Another David said Pogba is world class.
Yeah, he's been a bit unlucky with injuries as well this season, hasn't he? So he's not been able to get he's so calm and collected. Look, on the ball. Look. He's a fucking good player.
Stevens said, super chat, he said, shout out to my best mate who's been there for me through my poor health, Lewis Allen. He's a big Norwich fan as I live on the Suffolk-Norfolk border. Well, big yourself up, Lewis, and we're rooting for you. Unfortunately, Anita, sorry, I know you're with us all the time, but we do want Norwich to win because it makes it easier for us. If we do get through, that is. Lone Star says, up the lights. Yes, please. If you can't become a member, then please, if you can, like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel, my channel, our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter accounts, please. And if you do want to become a member on our YouTube page, it's in the chat now. You can just click on it, and that will take you to our members page, and you become a member. Oh! Is he gone from the first free kick? It's a red card. It's a red card.
How's that a red card?
He's sent close off here.
Is it inside the box? Is it inside the box?
Let's have a look here. So you should put it back for that foul, really. He's pulling him back and holding him. Close has gone for Norwich. Red card, sending off. Norwich down to 10 men. Man United with a dangerous free kick now just outside Norwich's goal area. Is this world-class midfielder Pogba going to step up to take it, Claude, do you reckon?
What a blow for Norwich. That's harsh, I think, to send
red card for Rue. It's a red card for Norwich. Norwich have got the red card. Close.
I can see this going in now. I can see this going in. It's a shame, really, but with the players that are over the ball, I can see this going in. Got Fernandes over it. Looks like Fernandes is going to take it.
Fernandes, free kick, just outside the box. Steps up, shoots. What a poor free kick. Poor.
That's great.
Absolute terrible free kick there. This is coming from Anita, who obviously a United fan, Claude. She's saying he needs to be more consistent. If he could find that France form, that would be great. And she's also tired of Pogba's agents.
Yeah, I can understand that.
John Johnson said this referee is atrocious. He always needs the breaks every 20 minutes during the game.
I did say his attitude can be cleaned up, needs to be cleaned up as well. I did say that, but you can't doubt his talent as a footballer.
So substitution here, Claude. Cartwell, the goal scorer, is going off, and they're bringing on.
How's he taking him off for?
God knows.
He must have picked an injury. Up or something, because that's a strange substitution, mate. That is a very strange. There's a free corner coming in.
Oh.
Also, I don't believe in making substitutions when you're facing the corner either.
Ferdinand. Oh. Rashford. Nope, he's gone backwards. Matic, just outside the box, plays a good ball through. Oh! And it goes out for a throw-in to Man United, just right by the corner flag.
Where's this 6 minutes coming from?
God knows. God knows. 6 minutes injury time. We're into the first minute of injury time. 6 minutes. Norwich
you know what? Because of the breaks, isn't it? It's the breaks.
Oh, the drink breaks, and a couple of substitutions. But Norwich have got 6 minutes to hold out here to take it to, is it to penalty straight away? I'm sure it is, isn't it? Pogba with the ball.
If it's extra time, United will win because they've got a 10-minute, haven't they? So
Cross goes in the box. Norwich clears it. Yaz says, there's definitely no replays, Yaz. I don't know if it's extra time or if it goes straight to penalties. But, Norwich defending for their lives here. Nah, they're defending for their lives here. Man U are on the siege. Saying that, it's just gone out by a poor ball by Man United, and it's a goal kick. Extra time before penalties, the Iceman says. So there is extra time, Claude. Stephen with another super chat. How you doing? He said John Moss loves a red card, making it about himself.
I can't see that's a red card. He's not the last man.
They're just showing it again now, but I can't see if he's the last man or not. We're into 92 minutes and 20 seconds now. There's 6 minutes injury time. Norwich won. Man United won. Norwich just gone down to 10 men. Can they hold out here? But it's going to be very, very hard for them in extra time with 10 men, Claude. David is saying they're allowed a 6th sub in extra time. In comes Martial. Cliff is saying, has Claude had a drink break yet?
I'm on water today. I'm not being well, mate. I'm on water. So
here we go. Rashford. Is it Rashford? No, he looks the same as Lim. Shaw on the left-hand side here in the goal area. Oh, I think that might have been handball. That's handball. 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 Free kick to Norwich. Yazzie says, as Bruno and Pogba fan. Bruno ain't had a bad game. Pogba's only really just come on, really, and he made a couple of mistakes, hasn't he, Claude?
Yeah. Bruno's done well. A poor free kick there, but I think I know what he was trying to do there, because when they expect the wall to jump, don't they? So when the wall jumps, he thinks he's going to go underneath, but they didn't jump, did they? So, but it was a poor free kick. I don't know why he took Campbell off though. I don't know.
Charles says it was a definite red card. So he must have been the last defender at the back. Grant says Arsenal should have signed Bruno. Well, I don't think we'll look at players like that, unfortunately. Stephen said it's a foul before the one the ref gave and shown the red. Exactly. I thought he blew up for the foul beforehand, like you're saying. Pogba, just outside the box, gets it back, chips it into the box, over to Rashford, but a poor ball again. Look at that. Poor ball. Sent him right out to the corner flag from inside the box. Fernando, back to Shaw, back to Matic, Back to Rashford on this left-hand side. Rashford crosses the ball in. Pogba steps over. Gives it back to Shaw. Shaw to Rashford. Rashford crosses it in. But poor ball again. Poor ball. Matic, no, coming back. Deep into injury time here. 30 seconds to go of the injury time. Shaw on his left-hand side. He's going backwards. Bruno. Just outside the box to Matic. Come on, you've got to go for the shot. Otherwise, it's going extra time. What's the matter with them? Pogba in the box. Shoots. Krul saves. Greenwood shoots. Krul saves.
Oh.
Pogba. Oh.
Oh.
Well done to Krul there. Well done. Double save. Fantastic. This has got to be, I'll tell you what, when he kicks this out, this has got to be over. Full time's got to be up. Great save there, down to his right hand.
I fear for them in extra time, though, for half an hour, especially if Martial still to come on. Oh, what a save. Oh, that was a great save.
Scott, hey, Scott, don't think I've seen you in the chat before. Welcome, mate. Hope you like the channel. Claude, do you think we have a chance of winning the FA Cup?
Oh, yeah, of course we do. Here we go. Yeah.
Full time here. Full time. Norwich City won. Man United won. Igualo with a goal of 51 minutes, and Cartwell in the 71 minutes got the equaliser. But Norwich went down to 10 men on about the 85th minute. So we're going into extra time. Norwich down to 10 men. So it's going to be very hard, Claude. Very hard for Norwich to hold out here now, don't you think?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. Well done to Norwich, though. They've battled well. I actually see it goes to show you what we all think we got. I thought it was going to be a convincing win for United, but do you know what? Norwich have matched them all the way for 90 minutes. Unfortunately, I think now with 10 men, they're going to find it very difficult. The only hope they've got, I think, is to hold on for penalties. But why take Cantwell off? I don't know. I don't understand that. He must be carrying a knock.
John Johnson said, your excitement after every poor ball by United is making me laugh, Terry. Stuff says, how you doing, Stuff? Hope you're well. He said, Norwich defending better than us. Laugh out loud. Jarhead has said, Claude, would you sell Guendouzi?
Give me 45 million, I'll sell him. 45, 50 million, I'll sell him. Yeah, of course I would. I might just sell all. I'll sell after this crap team anyway.
Debbie says, don't know why I'm nervous. I'm an Arsenal fan. Good game. Feel sorry for Norwich. Think Man U will win it.
Yeah, I think Man United will win this now. I think they're in the box. They've got the advantage of the extra man, and Norwich, and fitness-wise, maybe.
Tahi is saying, Claude, how do you see Arsenal season?
Oh, don't ask me. What, this one? Let's just take game at a time, mate. Who knows what's going to happen? We could win the next 7 games. Who knows?
You never know. You never know. Stephen says, Claude, you were quality on AFTV's live watch along to the Southampton's game. The voice of reason, the voice of toilet breaks.
That gonna let me forgive that, innit? Oh dear.
Alex Wilden said, Claude, have I said or done something? Oh no. No, you haven't, Alex. You haven't, mate.
No, why? What did you say?
He just said he done something wrong.
No, why? I didn't even know he was in the chat.
Lone Star says finishing 9th out of the cup. That's what he thinks our season will end up.
Alex, I've not, because I'm on my phone here, so Terry's got all the comments, so I've not seen you in the chat at all. So I haven't ignored you. I mean, I don't know. Have you not seen him in the chat, Terry?
Well, no, I've not seen it, mate. I've not seen it. Lone Star London says, Anita, I'm sure Terry will blame Pogba for whatever happens.
Oh, so Alex, I've been ill for 2 days. I've not been very well, mate. Since Thursday night, I've not. Yesterday I was out, but I was struggling, and I'm struggling today. I've been in bed all day, so.
Stuff says Doozy just runs around and keeps the ball too on. He will never be world class. If we got offered 30 million, I'll take it. To be honest, if we got 20 million for him, I'll take it.
This geezer's only just come on, hasn't he? Just got substituted. Oh, fucking.
Bertram said, lads, what's your favourite food?
Fish and chips.
Oh, you can't beat fish and chips. I do like a bit of fish and chips, I must admit. But me at the moment, I can't wait until next week when Miller and Carter are back. I want my steak. I can't wait for my steak.
Oh, I love a bit of steak, yeah. If it's done properly.
Wait for my steak. A bit of lettuce wedge with blue cheese on and their gravy. Oh, my God, the gravy. I can't wait. Hopefully they're back open next week and I can go and have it.
Is that the one by Harlow?
You got one? Yeah, they're more like an Essex brand, really. But
I know the one in Harlow. There's one in Harlow, isn't there? As you come off the motorway.
Yeah, it's right there. Yeah, on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
That is it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Debbie says, why sub Cantwell? They need another goal. Exactly. Bruno in Pogba. Oh, he's put it.
It was a difficult chance. It was a difficult one because he had to stretch for that. Look.
Let's have another look at this. I think he should have done better here.
Cross country. He's got a clear chance. He's had to stretch for it. Look.
No, he hasn't. Look at that. He's put his head back. That is. Oh, see what I'm saying? And you call him welcome. You call him welcome. If you can't even get that on target, how much is he on? How much is he on? And he can't get it on target. Leave me.
It wasn't a great ball, was it? It was wide. It was going wide of him, wasn't it? So he had to stretch. Look at it properly, then you'll see. Honestly,
I'm going to watch that again. I'm going to watch that back again afterwards. But he didn't have no one around him. He weren't pressured. He leaned back instead of leaning forward to header it. Grant says sirloin steak is the best, especially in the George Foreman and in pepper. Oh, a bit of pepper sauce. I like that, mate. Definitely. The Saint says Pogba, world class with a question mark. Yeah, says, tell you what, since Guendouzi looks like David Luiz, if a club wants to buy Guendouzi, you can actually get David Luiz. Maybe can't tell the difference.
So is there one near where we're one of them places in one near where you are then? Yeah.
Yes, mate. There's
if I meet you at the station, we'll go and have a meal then.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Definitely. Can't wait. I can't wait for to have a. Honestly, I've been craving it.
The director's lunch. Oh dear.
Connor, my merch will be arriving in the next few days. The top with Claude on and say Voice of Reason is the best. Definitely will be, Connor. You will have it sometime next week, mate. Thank you for your order. If anyone wants to order any merch, all you got to do is go on our website and go on the merchandise page, and you can buy any merchandise there. Cool. Comes across Rashford on the left-hand side, cuts back in on his right foot, curls it.
Oh, lucky.
Crawl puts it round the post for a corner. Tell, do you like savoury foods? Yeah, I quite like any food, to be honest. Lone Star says the Kin, Neptune, Mill Hill, proper fish and chips. Cross corner comes in, Pogba on the left-hand side. He tries to curl it back over. Norwich try and clear it. Oh my God. Barriera's just put that out of the stadium. What a poor volley. Cliff says Miller and Carter, Kings Lanley. Thumbs up, he says. CG says Sabella in, Guendouzi and Ozil need to go. Who else? Everybody. Tell you, there's not many that are. Well, there is quite a few people I'd keep. I'd keep obviously Leno. I'd keep TNE. I keep Holding at the moment. I keep Chambers. I'd keep obviously Saliba. I'd keep Maitland-Niles. I keep Saka. I'd keep Martinelli. I keep Aubameyang. I keep Pepe. I keep Willock, Torreira. But all the rest can go. All the rest. David says, Tell, do you guys still put vinegar on your chips? Car, you can't have chips without vinegar. Can you, Claude?
Oh, no, of course. But I can't have salt anymore. My doctor says I'm not allowed to have salt anymore. So that's the only thing I miss. I do miss. I like a bit of salt and vinegar, yeah. So I just put vinegar on there now.
David, are you up north then? Is it gravy you put on yours still? I don't know where you are, mate. You might not be up north, but I know Northerners love their gravy, don't they?
I love gravy as well.
Yeah, I love gravy. Quadir, sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong, mate. It's 1-1 at the moment. Norwich 1, Man United 1. We're 5 minutes into
it. Looks like it's just a matter. It's just about if anyone's going to score, it's going to be United, I think.
Yeah. Man United 1. Norwich are down to 10 men. They went down to 10 men after about the 85th minute, mate. 5
here
minutes.
comes the ace in the pack coming on.
Yep. They're taking off a defender now, United, and bringing Martial on. Ballier's Tahir said, if you didn't support Arsenal, who would you support? For me, it probably would have been West Ham. Half of my family were West Ham. Most of my friends were West Ham. So it probably would have been West Ham for me. Mate, what about you, Claude?
Me? I would Barnet.
Barnet?
Yeah, I would have supported Barnet. I would have supported Barnet, yeah, because I would have something like that. I wouldn't not another English, not another. I wouldn't support any of the other teams, man. No. Barnet.
David said he would put tomato sauce on his chips. Well, I'm quite partial to a bit of tomato sauce or brown sauce on top of my chips with vinegar and salt, to be honest. But when you go fishing, you've got to have salt and vinegar, mate. Salt and vinegar.
Brown sauce on a bacon roll in the morning. That's lovely.
Oh, yeah. Grant says, I'll put gravy on my chips unless it's a chippy, which will have vinegar. Bertram says, making me hungry, lads. Got a good Vindaloo in the fridge. Oliver says, if Norwich can hang on for penalties, I'll be amazed.
They do say Indian food is the most popular food in England that people are eating. So
Bruno here with a free kick just outside the area for Man United.
I do love a bit of curry goat as well. It's fucking lovely. That is nice. I love that.
I've never had that.
Oh man, it's
free
lovely,
kick comes in. Oh, what a poor free kick! I mean, that is poor, absolute poor. Anita says, Claude, what did Guendouzi do in Dubai? What was so bad? Was he partying with balloons or flying girls over instead of focusing?
No, the only reason Arteta's fallen out with him is because he didn't attend those bloody stupid, what you call it, Zoom things. That's why the fallout. Bollocks, that is. Fucking Zoom. That's fucking hell. That's the only thing I think he's fallen out with him over. Because he turned up one morning, but he turned up late.
Oh, Martial, what did it take here? Martial for what a poor ball. Another poor ball for United.
Yeah. That was a poor ball, yeah.
Lone Star says, Tell thoughts on the world. It's a mess. I blame Arsene Wenger, Emery, Pogba, and
100%. Gazidis, Wenger, Gazidis, Nina Bracewell-Smith.
Martial just outside the box. Oh, another poor ball. Oh, my God. Norwich are getting an helping hand here because this Man United in this last third at the moment, absolute terrible. Terrible. Oliver says, apparently Guendouzi was messing around when Arteta was showing him videos and analysis session.
Remember, these players, of course they're going to be like that. They're young, aren't they? That's what's got to be taken into consideration as well.
Yeah. Bruno, just outside the box, plays a great ball over on the right-hand side to Greenwood. Greenwood just by the corner flag, plays it back to Pogba. Pogba chips it in the box. Another poor ball. Another poor ball by Pogba.
Yeah, very unlike Pogba there. Very unlike him. Very unlike Pogba there.
Matic to Shaw on this left-hand side now. Martial just outside the box, plays it to Pogba. Pogba plays it over on this right-hand side near the corner flag. Oh, Norwich, well defended. Well defended. And Norwich clear it. Gio says, Claude, Gazidis as a buyback option for Arsenal.
No, thank you.
Scott says, Claude, who is your favourite Arsenal player ever?
Ever? Rocky Rocastle.
Oh, Matic here, just outside the box. Rashford, back to Matic. On his side. Oh, another bad ball from Rashford. Oh, my God, this is ridiculous. No, I'll tell you what, why this keeps happening, Norwich have got a great chance of nicking one. And now they're on the attack. Oh, I was unlucky. We've got Lee Chappie in the comments. How you doing, Lee? Hope you're well. He's our Leicester. He said, lads, I'm dreading Leicester Chelsea tomorrow. Doing the Watchalong on Hot Mic YouTube. Getting beat tomorrow. I'm sure of it. Listen, anyone that signs up to our Hot Mic channel, use our code CBS301 and then go and give Lee Chappie a follow and Craig at Anfield Agenda a follow. Lee Gunner. There's a few of us.
Hold on. Oh.
Shoot! Oh, just outside the box. We've got a chance here. Norwich, shoot! They're playing about with it. What are they doing? They've still got a chance here. Just outside the box. Cross comes in. Ah, no. Blocked by Pogba. But still a chance. He goes in the box. Crosses over. Too deep. No one there. And now Rashford gets it. Anita, do we remember? Of course we remember Charlie George. Unbelievable player, Claude.
Yeah, great player.
Oh, another poor ball from United. Another one straight to Crawl. Lone Star says, and Charlie Nicholas, he was another great player, Claude.
Yeah. Yeah, good player. It didn't, in the end, just didn't fit what George Graham wanted. But, yeah, it was a good player.
Tayyib said, Terry, who is your all-time favourite Arsenal player? Do you know what? There's a few because I've got different reasons for it at different times, if you know what I mean. Obviously, growing up, when I was mascot, I loved Anders Limpar. I just thought he was an absolute fantastic winner. Young, whippy. He was just great. I loved him. And then obviously David Rocastle, Arsenal man through and through. He absolutely loved Arsenal.
We've only played that ball right. Oh.
Yeah. Then you got Tony Adams. You know what I mean? Tony, what a man Tony Adams is, Mr. Arsenal. I mean, he was just Arsenal through and through. And then obviously, you know, what it is for me is that I really do love Dennis Bergkamp and Thierry Henry. And I don't think we appreciated them as much as what we should do because we'd love to have them back now, them sort of players. You know what I mean? For me anyway, do you know what I mean? Just watching some of the Arsenal games back and watching Thierry Henry sometimes used to win games on his own. Man United here, just outside here, Pogba goes for the shot. Oh, Tim Krul nearly had a nightmare there. It was right at the keeper. But Tim Krul was lucky to get away with that. Lee Chappie says, lads, it's third place, the thing left to be excited about in the Premiership now. If so, who's taking it? Oh.
That's tight. That is tight.
Do you know what? At the moment,
Leicester are coming back now, aren't they, to the field? So, yeah, that is tight.
Yeah,
it could go down to the last game because if I'm not mistaken, I think Leicester got Man United or they got Chelsea on the last game. I'm not sure. Maybe Lee can,
Martial, has he missed that?
Maybe Lee can confirm if it could come to that last game. They're playing They've got to play Man United on the last game of the season, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. It's either they've got United or they've got... And I think Chelsea have got Liverpool in the last game as well. So that could be interesting. That third spot could all go on to the last game, I think.
Yeah.
It's hardly anything in it at the moment, isn't it?
I think the same as Lone Star says. We agree on one, Lone Star. I think Chelsea could nick third, to be honest, the way they're playing.
I thought Man City were pathetic the other night. And the reason is, I knew this was going to happen because they've got nothing to play for.
On the left-hand side.
And they just
in the box.
They just gave up.
Rashford. Oh, well defended, and it's gone out for a corner. The first half of extra time is up now, 15 minutes. Man United have just got enough time to take this corner, and then I reckon the ref will blow. Stephen said Goldbridge must be headbutting his green screen by now.
I think United's priority is the FA, is the getting in the Champions League. That's their priority.
Oh, well out from Norwich. Come on, ref. You got to blow up. Where's this extra time come from? Matic to Rashford. Rashford goes for the shot. Oh, well wide. What a poor shot from outside of the box. And I think that will be the first half of extra time over with. He's still not blowing up. Oh, he's blowed up. Has he? No.
No, it's a minute in it, so it should be in any minute, any second now.
Stephen with another super chat. Thanks, mate. He said best Henry goal was against Spurs at Highbury. I mean, that was fantastic. Fantastic goal. Do you remember that one, Claude?
Oh, yeah. That was a great goal, yeah.
Well, he picked it up from his own half and then run the whole length of the pitch, basically. Took on about 4 or 5 Tottenham players, scored, and then that slide for the celebrating right in front of the Tottenham fans was unbelievable. Brilliant. But mind you, his goal against Man United, when he chipped it up, turned his back and...
Yeah, that was a great goal, yeah.
Yards against Michael was unbelievable. Jack says, Claude, what's your opinion on Martinez? I think he's a better overall keeper than Leno. He started the attack when Pepe scored against Brighton. Leno doesn't do that.
Yeah. Martinez has done well when he's come on, and when he came on the other day, he done really well, and he done well the other day against Southampton. I think he's okay. I don't know. So in a way, I don't think it's a big loss for the rest of the season. Leno's not really a big loss.
Stuff says, Claude, you're a saint. How haven't you punched Ty yet? God only knows.
Yeah, well, it's season not over yet.
Lee Chappie says, yes, Claude, we have Man United last. So that's going to be a bloody great game, wouldn't it, if that's for third place? Wow. Lee, let us know. What do you think? How do you think you're going to end up, mate? Do you think you'll finish up in third place? Oliver says, I like Leno. He is a very good shot stopper, but he still has flaws. Oh, sorry.
Wait 15 minutes for Norwich. If they can hang on and at least have a lottery of penalties, you never know, do you? But United will want to finish this off. I don't think they want to go at penalties because you never know in penalties, do you?
Sorry, Stephen, you was right. Henry's goal was against Barthez in goal. He used to love playing against Barthez. Do you remember them 2 goals that he nearly ripped his shorts off Barthez? Do you remember that when he dropped the ball? I remember that one. Lee says, we are slipping Europa or bust. Well. Lone Star says, till when we agree, it's like a A-list comet once every 75 years. Lee says, our form since January, on the form table, we are for 15th. Wow. Didn't realise that, Lee. That is very bad, poor form you're in. Martial, Luke Shaw, go through, but well defended by Norwich. Gunnar says, I think Chelsea will take over the third place. Rashford here for Man United. They've got a throw in. They've gone right back here, right back to the halfway line. Matic to Maguire. Maguire to Bruno. Bruno in the box. Nope. Another poor ball by Man United. I'll tell you what, I don't think Man United have been great at all this game, Claude. I think Norwich have done well to hold them to a 1-1 draw at the moment. Taib said, long stream, guys. Yes, it is at the moment. But we've got Shaw on the left-hand side. Rashford into Martial. Inside the box. Martial back to Rashford. Oh, Rashford with a poor shot again and again. Oh, this is ridiculous. I mean, but Shaw gets it back in the box. Norwich defended it well. And it's gone out to more or less Man United halfway line where Pogba picks it up. Pogba bringing it forward. Pass it to the left to Matic. Matic. Oh, with another poor ball. And it's gone out for a Man United throw-in. Lone Star saying up the likes. Yes, please, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe to all our channels. Op Mic, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, please. If you can't become a member, you're still part of our family. And all you need to do to help us and make this channel great. Rashford, no, Martial. Oh, another bad shot. Sure. Outside the box. Bruno. Whoa. Oh. 3 points in rugby for Bruno.
That was poor.
Chappie, only reason we are still third this long is because of a 100-day break. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
I can't believe you're in 15th place for form, Lee, to be honest, mate. I'm shocked at that.
You were in front against Watford in injury time, innit? And then they conceded the goal at the end, didn't it?
If is there any, it's time to go on merch on the website. Yes, mate. If you go on the website, put it in the comments box. www.
Oh, that's got to be a booking now.
Bruno. The link is in the comments box, everyone. Anyone that wants to buy any merchandise, you can go onto our website. It's in the comments page there. You can just click on it. That will take you onto our website. You can go onto our merch. You can buy the caps, 3 different style of caps, all different colours, T-shirts, polo tops, sweatshirts, and jumpers, all different colours. Free kick comes in. Norwich, far post. No. Man United get it, but now they're on the attack. Oh, well done, defender. Max Aarons, I think that is. Pays back to Tim Krul. He's in a little bit of danger here. Kick it out. Yeah, well done. Just past the halfway line, and Man U get it easy. You can go and get our merch. Yeah, on our website. It's all up and running now. All the posting and packaging for abroad. So anyone can buy it.
Let's not forget, Norwich did knock Spurs out, didn't they, at this competition? Yeah. So at Spurs as well, you know. So.
Oh, Norwich. Oh, I've got a free kick here. Lee's asking, Claude, more importantly, will this be Arsenal's lowest finish this season?
Well, the way it looks very much like it's going to be very low. Not the lowest of all time, though. But it does look like for the lowest for about 30 years, yeah.
For me, Lee, I don't think we will. I think we will finish above 12th place. That's where our lowest season has been. So I think we will finish above that. We've got
we finished 14th, I think, in 73 or 70. I can't remember the year, in the 70s, in the mid-70s.
It means in the Premiership.
Oh, in the Premier League. Sorry, mate. Yeah.
Rashford on the left-hand side here, plays in Martial. Martial cuts it back. Well defended by Norwich.
Yeah, you're talking about the year where Graham got sacked, isn't it?
Yeah. We've done it twice. I think. 12th in the Premiership.
I can only remember that one because I remember that one in the Premier League because that was when Graham got sacked. I don't remember any other 12th. We've never been.
Corner comes in from Bruno. Oh, Maguire! Oh, what a save by Krul!
Because if you remember, we only had Graham in the Premier League.
Look at this replay, Claude. Corner comes in, Maguire reads it to the bottom left-hand corner. Oh, what a save.
Mind you, did we have an you might be right. Also, when we won the league and FA Cup, did we finish low in the league that year? Maybe you're right. I don't know. I can't remember now. All I can remember was that year. I can remember it's the year when George Brown got the sack.
If you, I'll get it up for your stuff. Hold up, and I'll show you.
It might have been the one where we won the FA Cup and League Cup, where we done really poor in the league. That could be that. You could be talking about that year. I think we weren't that high up in that year, but that would have been 92, 93, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
When we won the FA Cup and League Cup, was it 92, 93?
Oh, that was a great save, the replay of that. Great save. Right. Stuff. If you go on to www.Claude and the Bansters, this is what you'll see. You get this page. This is our own page. And then you've got merchandise. And if you go on merchandise, that's where you see all our 3 different caps and colours you can choose. And then you can go on the details. And then you've got all the different type of colours there on the Snapback app. If you go on the 2-colour Snapback app, it shows you the different kind of colours and peaks you can get. And if you go on our T-shirts, you can go on the details. You can see all the colours down there on the side and at the bottom. You can pick your size. Oh, great.
What a save!
From Bruno and Claude puts it round. And you can just add them to your basket and you can just buy them, mate. And then it will add up. You just put in what country you're in.
You only saw that late, you know. That's a great save because you saw that really late. Yeah, good.
Corner comes in. Oh, well done by Norwich. Yeah, and that's our merchandise page, mate. So go over and have a look. Beaker says, what a keeper, Terry Crawl is. That was a great save, mate. Great save. Cross comes in. Oh, over the bar. It's still Norwich 1, Man United 1. Norwich down to 10 men. Don't forget, they lost their man about 85 minutes in. We're into extra time. It's 23 minutes gone in extra time in the second half. We've got about another 8 minutes of this second half to play. And then penalties. Come on, Norwich. Stephen says, Claude. Stephen says, thanks for your contribution. Claude to get a medal for coping with Ty every week.
Where's that Leicester-Chelsea game? Is it at the Bridge or at King Power tomorrow?
Let's have a look.
That's another good game. It's going to be a good game as well. Chelsea-Leicester to win the cup.
Yep. We've got the Arsenal game and then we've got the Leicester game.
And then it's Newcastle v Man City late on in there, 6:30.
Yeah. It's at the Leicester Stadium, King Power Stadium.
I bet Lee Chappie's looking forward to that game tomorrow, watching that.
He said he's not at the moment. He said he's very nervous. Oh, well done. Unlucky, Lewis. Unlucky for Norwich there. Try to keep it in. Well running. 5 minutes left in this second half of extra time. Come on, Norwich. Can they hold on? Can they hold on, Claude? Everyone in the chat, let us know.
I think it's going to be difficult because they look like they're out on their legs, but United are pressing. I think it's going to come any time now, this winner.
I'm hoping that Norwich hold out, but Rashford on the box. Matic just outside the Norwich box. Bruno chips it in. Rashford on the far post, but well defended by Norwich here. Norwich put it out for a corner kick for Man U. Jarhead said, I want Leicester to beat Chelsea. Bertram's going Norwich to win on penalties. God, that'd be great, wouldn't it, eh? Rashford with the corner here. Let's deal with this corner first from Man U. Cross comes over. What's going on here? The ref's walking into the box. He's blown up. I think there's just a bit of coming together and a bit of pushing. So he's gone over to have a word with them. So it's going to be another Man United corner. Jack's going Norwich to win on penalties. Crawl save 2 against United start of the year. Norwich to win on penalties. Bertrand says corner coming, well defended. Greenwood on the right hand side. Bruno. Shaw on this left hand side now. They spread it wide. Rashford puts it back across the middle of the park. Bruno on this right hand side now. Bruno plays it in. Oh, Maguire's asking for a penalty, but I don't think it's a penalty. He's saying he's been pulled down, but they've still got the ball here on the left-hand side. Martial, Pogba. Pogba plays it out on the left-hand side to Rashford. Rashford passes it back to Pogba. Pogba with a little chip in. Oh! Maguire scores! No!
How lucky was that?
Oh, my God. Maguire scores. 3 minutes in injury time left to go. And Maguire scores. How unlucky is that for Norwich? It was just a scramble in the box. Oh, no. I feel for these Norwich players. They've done really well to hold on all this time. That was lucky goal, really, wasn't it, Claude?
Well, a brave fight, but it was coming, wasn't it? I mean,
Pogba plays it in. Aguero in. I mean, look. Oh, no. I mean, there's 4 Norwich players around, and Rashford just... Maguire just gets his foot to it, and it goes in. Look. There's 4 Norwich players there. Someone's just got to kick it out. Look. Oh, unlucky. Unlucky. Anita saying, Wembley. Oh, dear. That saved them from embarrassment, really. I mean, come on. I mean, Man United. Oh, Norwich are definitely going to have their red stand now. That's it for Norwich now. There's about 3 minutes left. Never been unlucky, though, Claude, didn't they, Norwich?
Yeah, they've been unlucky, but 10 men is difficult. When you've got 10 men as well, it's very difficult.
No, they've run on well, unfortunately, Norwich. They've done well, like you said. 10 men for what? About 40 minutes now.
Exactly. So they've done well, as you say.
Oh, I feel gutted for him. John Johnson said, very lucky to get that, gents. Glad no penalties. Martial in the box now. Don't know what he was doing there. I think he had a bit of a twitch in his right foot. Bruno again with another 3 points in rugby. Well over the bar. I just wanted to say thanks to both of you. Open you are about mental health. I've always been ashamed of it. My whole life, you both so inspirational.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, mate. More for Claude, that one, I think. You've been through it a bit in your Claude, but you're on the bounce back, mate.
Yeah.
Anita said, Ollie borrowed some of that Fergie time. Oliver said, Norwich have been unlucky all season, to be honest. Charles has said, if United were losing, there would be 10 minutes left. Joseph said, Man U, very poor tonight, in my opinion. Definitely, Joseph, agree with you. Very, very poor. But they've just been lucky to get the goal, unfortunately. Norwich, let's be fair, they put in a good fight, but they've been poor in the last third, didn't they, Claude?
Yeah, that's it. But of course, they haven't got the quality that United have got. But the goal, a bit of lucky goal in the end, really, to win it. But remember, United didn't bring the big guns on till the second half. I think that's made the difference now because they're just. But good, well done, Norwich, for putting up a good. And then today they showed it. What I can't believe they're in the bottom of the league.
Yeah. Man U now. Martial shoots and blocked. Good block there for Norwich. He put his body his whole body in the way, and I think that's it. Oh, there's my bell. Look, I thought I took it off. Everyone goes on about it. There's my ring doorbell. Sorry about that, everyone. But that's it. It's 2-1. Man United. Man United go through to the semi-final. Norwich put a great performance in. They was down to 10 men, played for 10 men for about 40 minutes, took it to extra time. But Man United got a lucky goal at the end, and that puts them through to the semi-final. So the first game of this FA Cup FA Cup quarter-final weekend, and Man United are into the semi-finals, Claude.
Yeah, and it's going to be a good semi-final lineup, isn't it? Possibly a good semi-final lineup with all the big boys still there, apart from Liverpool. So we shall see. There's interesting games tomorrow. Leicester, Chelsea, Man City against Newcastle, and of course Arsenal against Sheffield United. So it could be I hope I don't want to get extra time tomorrow in our game, that's for sure.
We've been going for 3 hours now, so we're going to give you 5 more minutes. I'll tell you what we do. Everyone in the chat, join in for this last 5 minutes. What we're going to do is we're going to give our predictions of the games for tomorrow, right? So we're starting off with Sheffield United against Arsenal at 1 o'clock. Claude, what's your predictions for that game?
I think we'll win 2-0.
2-0, yeah. I'm going to go. I think we might do well tomorrow. I think Sheffield United in the last 2 games have been absolutely poor. I know they can't be any poorer than what they've already been, but hopefully they will be. And I can see us winning 3 or 4-1. I'm going to go. We've got Connor saying 1-0 Arsenal, Jack saying 3-1 Arsenal, Bertram saying 2-1 Arsenal, Grant going for a 1-1 draw. Lias is saying 2-1 Arsenal. Ryan said 2-1 Arsenal. John said 2-1 Arsenal. Ryan saying 2-1. We ain't doing the Chelsea result yet, Ryan. Simon Parker saying 2-1 Arsenal. Right, so everyone's very confident tomorrow. Let's hope it turns out that way. Leicester, Chelsea, Claude.
Difficult one, but a funny feeling on this one. I've got a feeling Leicester will do them tomorrow. I think Chelsea had that game against Man City on Thursday as well. And I just think there might be a few tired legs and young players playing in that game. I'm going to go for Leicester, 2-1 to Leicester.
Connor's going 3-0 to Leicester. Connor's going Chelsea will beat Leicester 3-0. I'm going to go. For me, I'm sorry, Lee, if you're still watching, mate. Unfortunately, I think Chelsea are going to have too much for you. I'm going to go with a 2-3-1 win to Chelsea, unfortunately. Stuff says 4-1 Chelsea. Jack says 2-2. Ryan says 2-1 Chelsea. John says 2-0 Chelsea. The Saints saying Chelsea win. Tahir saying Chelsea win and Sheffield win. Come on. No. David is saying 3-1 Chelsea. Right, let's go on to our last game of the day. Joseph going 2-1 Leicester. Our first Leicester win there. And the next one is the last game of the day. Newcastle at home to Manchester City.
Man City, F.A Cup. No, they won a trophy at the end of the season, so I think they'll be up for this one. I'm going to go 2-0 Man City.
All right. We've got David we've got Ryan saying 3-0 to City. Connor going 2-1 to Newcastle. 2-1 to Newcastle. Lone Star saying we'll lose 2-1. Leicester will win 2-1. Wow, Lone Star. You think we're going to lose? Jack saying 2-1 to Newcastle. Wow. Lee Chappie saying, yeah, I'm still here, pal. Either way, I will be doing the watching on YouTube and not Mike. Will do, mate. We'll come over and watch. John Johnson saying Man City 5-0. Simon saying City 4-0. Ryan saying City 3-0. David saying 4-1 City. Beaker saying 4-2 City. Lone Star saying 3-0 City. Bertrand saying 5-0 City. Do you know what? I'm going to go that it's going to be an hard game. I think it's going to be a lot harder than what everyone's thinking. Like this game today, Norwich against Man City. Newcastle hasn't really got anything else to play for. So Newcastle, I think, might put in a great performance tomorrow and go for it, because why not? I mean, City is still, you know what I mean, got to secure that second place, which I think they will do. I think it might be a tighter game than what we're thinking. You know, I'm going to go for us, maybe City to win it right at the end, 2-1. I'm going to go 2-1 for City, but I think Newcastle will push them. I don't know why. I think it'd be a great game, but we'll see. So that's it. That's it, everyone. Thank you very much for watching us. I hope you all enjoyed it. Man United through to the semi-final. Let's hope we can get into the semi-final tomorrow with a great win against Sheffield United.
I want to apologise to Pete. I'm not being myself today. I'm just not being very well, and hopefully I've not been too bad. I've just not been myself today. So hopefully tomorrow I feel a lot better, but I'm not. Last 2 days I've been feeling really down. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, it's good for you to come on, Claude. You know what I mean? Good for you to come on and trying to get through it, mate. We're hoping you feel a bit better, mate. After this, go and have a lay down, a little bit of a sleep. Guys, look out. I might do the UFC later. Just put your notification bell on the YouTube, and I might do that. I'll let you know. See what I'm doing. I might have a drink and do it. Let's wait and see. But I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in, watching us. Thank you very much for contributing in the chat. We really do appreciate it. Like we said, if you can't become a member, please, all you've got to do to help us move forward and move up the ladder is just like, share and subscribe on YouTube, on OpMic, on Facebook, on Twitter, and on Instagram. And until tomorrow, 1 o'clock, we'll see you then. Yeah, look after yourselves. Go and have a good night. See you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye. Because Claude can't do it. I know you all love it. I'll do it for you. It's time to go.